Oh, that's great. What is this box?
T.O. Gray hot.
Ooh.
T.O. Gray hot.
I'm not gonna look up. Okay, bye. Okay. You gotta look up. Prepare yourselves. I was prepared and it still made me drop. We're not blocked in anymore, at least. Yeah. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Oh my gosh! I kicked my desk so hard I moved the camera. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Don't even follow my own rules that I made. Bye, goodbye. Bye. Goodbye. No!
Cheer 100.
For the heal. You're gonna kill him. You're gonna kill this dolphin. Hey, look, a distraction. I don't have a crafting bench. What? No way! No way did he spawn in there. That is hilarious. Yep, he spawned in there. He's invulnerable. He can't die. Baby shark can't die.
I realized you couldn't hear me.
You want to go hunt orca? I
Yeah.
do. Hunting
Let's
boys.
go hunt orca. Come on, let's go find them and hunt them. Let's go. Come on.
Where is she? Let's find her. Everybody hunt Orca!
Orca!
Orca! Come on, Orca!
Oh, what's your orca?
You still have feet on the ground? You think you're all cool because we have to float around?
Well, orca. Baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, orcas.
No. Make it stop. Make it stop. No freaking way! Oh, no freaking way! Oh, that is too good.
Hello, no one is available to take your...
No, Ninja's not trolly at all. No, why? Why? I hate you. I hate you. Go. No. 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 It wasn't what I thought it was, and then when it clicked what it was, no, I'd already danced to it. It wasn't what I thought it was. I just want to do the dance to this song. This is just... I just embrace it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, stream peoples. Hey, everybody. How we doing today? How is everybody doing?
Tea Earl Grey hot.
What's up, Vana? Let me turn that monitor off. There we go. I don't like hearing my voice, but I needed to hear my voice. You're tardy. Yes, I know. I am very well aware, but I have had emails and text messages and phone calls. Work has been rough today. Work has been rough today, guys. Let me tell you that right now. Did I stop being the boss yet? I just want to do this. I just want to do this. I'm very upset. I'm sorry, Vana. I'm sorry. You should know better, though. By the way, Tamsi, I've fixed it. Your complaint, it was noted and rectified. Well, technically, it was Sea Doggy's complaint that was noted and rectified. Tamsi's comments. But it is what it is. How are you guys doing? Oh no. I forgot my my portable cloud dispenser. 1 second, please.
Hello, no one is
I'm
available
here.
to take your call.
I'm
Please
here.
leave a message after the tone.
Things are happening soon. Oh, really? Found out 2 things today. One, my mailbox, 21-year-old and a mail lady is lazy. Your mailbox is a 21-year-old individual? I said, I'm here. I stepped out to get my vape. 7 days a week. Okay. Going to start this contract tonight. I swear, the work never ends, guys. The work never ends. I heard a package got delivered today that was supposed to be signed by a 21-year-old. It got delivered to the mailbox. Tracking said left with individual. Wow. Nice. And for take notice. What snacks will your American friend be bringing? And not yet, Ben. Low latency toggle trick works wonder for reducing delay. Whoever mentioned it yesterday, that would have been Ben or Ninja. Ben or Ninja, probably Ninja. I can see it being Ninja. Mm-hmm. Long for trying a fully English first. Oh yeah, that sounds so good. Let's get into some early games, shall we? What? Ow! Gosh, I swear. I just couldn't figure out I should tell you, my friend and I are going to be having afternoon tea with handmade scones and cakes. Also need to try clotted cream, and also need to try sticky toffee pudding. Oh, jeez, you guys are awesome. Toby is wonderful. Can confirm. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just working sucks. I hate work. Oh, not that. Not that one. That one. That. Okay. So we need this. We need random generated word stamp. That one. Stamp. Very helpful. Let's try it again. Great, let's get funky. Hey, we've got an N. All right. We're gonna get funky. It's also not pants. Good to know. Good to know, Ninja. Good to know. Well, we all just wanna be big rock stars and living in a top basil dropping 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. But I'll stay skinny cause we just won't eat and we'll... Let's see. Try when... Winer? That's not it. Wine... Wino. No. um... INE. Okay. Hmm. The I and the N are right. Yeah. And the E is in a different spot. Yes. Yes, Cal. Um... What's up, Cal? Calendar. Um... Let's try... That's not it. That's not a thing. Inch? No. Why am I having... Why am I getting a weird... Hinge? Yeah, that's a word. Okay. Oh, okay. Ruff. Oh, did Cal try to help? 3 messages were deleted by a moderator. Yep. MC with the hammer. My gosh. Okay, so he can do that tonight. Okay. Sorry, guys. Still working. Still doing work. Okay. All right, Vana, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to pause your song. We'll do my DC dailies while waiting for actual. All right, let's see what this is. Oh,
Great success.
I hate you guys. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. What? I swear, I have one thing.
Double your pleasure, double your fun. That's the statement of the great men in double income.
And my boss is finally in town. Look at that. What? Why are you texting me? Why are you texting me, boss man? Don't like you anyways. I don't like you, boss man. Go away, please. I don't want to meet you today. I don't care if you're in the conference room. Go away. Hey. I'll text him back later. Right. Okay. Look at this vote. Ninja. This is going to be an R&B song. I can tell from the piano. It's going to be an R&B song. There's too many R&B songs that do that, though. So let's see. That's helpful. Hey, Shadow, how's it going? See. Oh, come on. Think, brain, think. No coffee yet. I'm going on like 8.5 cylinders. Because I have had no coffee yet today. It's just been work. Is this... Who is this? I want to say... It is a lot of cylinders. It's very expensive on gas. Or petrol if you're from the UK. Let's try... Is it Alicia Keys? I think it's Alicia Keys. What is it? Let's top down. No one. Nope. Okay.
Earl Grey hot.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely Alicia Keys. I'm pretty sure it's Falling because I had a long piano intro. Oh. Okay. Let me get some more info. Hi. Oh yeah. Appreciate that either, especially if I'm just trying to sit. Look at her, she's all pissed off at you. What did you do?
I made her because she kept on my keyboard. I'm just trying to do my job.
She's just pissed off. Oh yeah.
Hi.
There we go. I knew it was Alicia Keys. We put the U and no U.
There you go. Got it. Come on it.
Yeah, I knew it. Just didn't know it.
There you go.
They're spelled differently. You can't use that against me. I'm pretty sure we can, though. All right. Let's get into some Stream Raiders really quick. Got a boss battle going in right first. Need all the help, people. Is all the help. There we go. All right, we'll do that, and we'll do that, and then we'll do this, and then we'll do that. Gonna listen to my song and ignore the sounds. All right, let's get into this. Oh, run away. It says it's HeroCraft, doesn't it? Let's put some of that back in the crates. I don't want to be building this. I want to stop looking at this right now. This is too much. Let's put that away in there. Gotta organize it a bit better. Right there. Hey. Grass. Title says house rules. On my end, it says HeroCraft time Patreon SMP. That okay. Whoop. Okay. Some polished andesite in there, and then cobblestone is gonna go in here. Grass. Here's dirt. Dirt. Want to check want any help today, or want to be left alone? Well, I honestly don't have that many plans. I was gonna go and try to see if we can figure out this Nether Hub project, or not Nether Hub.
Gray hot. T.O. Gray hot.
Yeah, work on the Wither Skelly farm because I'm tired of this. There's only so much I can do at a time. That reeks of Sea Doggy or King Obvious. One of the two. Has Ben's health returned with that yet? No, it has not. But that's an easy fix. I've got a pickaxe. Ooh. Wait, I can help? Oh, good. Let me see if I have the potions right now. I don't even know if I have the potions. Potion of weakness. For giants, it needs to be ability, turtle masters, slowness, strength. Oh, potion of healing. Okay. Potion of instant health. Oh. And 3. Perfect. Let's put some redstone there. Undead healing is a no. Well, okay, so watch this. Giants are different, Ben. And it's the same reason why he can be standing outside without a helmet. Watch. Oh, what? No. Havana. See? You want healing for a giant. You're gonna put him in the water. Still have your Strider skin on. Oh, hang on. Settings. Lecture. Back. Select microphone. Back. Okay, and now. Yep, there we go. Hi. Oh. Fine. I need some stone. Oh. So yeah, Ben, giants are a little bit different.
I had to change my skin.
Oh. E. Potion of harming. No. So because it's a giant, it's a little different. It's the same reason, like I said, he can be in the daylight without burning. They're weird. They're weird.
He's a different kind of undead.
Yeah.
My thing resets every time.
What reset?
The light level indicator for some reason resets every time I change to a different instance. It says 7, but it's got yellow outline around it, so I need to change it back. For the threshold, that's the word. The light level threshold. There we go.
Yeah, I gotcha. Hey, hang on.
Sorry, I'm not trying to touch him.
I don't know who did that, but it was not me. There. Now he cannot be moved into the water.
Okay, good.
Ben is huge. So yeah, if I were to do this, it doesn't do anything to him. Nothing.
We've got a cow.
Hello,
It
cow.
was not me.
Hello.
Cal, you and King Obvious were trying to push him into the water the other
Yes,
day.
then he went back. I did not move him since.
Yeah, no, but you're still up to mischief.
Ben, I would recommend Peter Pan. Peter Pan, peanut butter.
Peter, what now?
Peter Pan, peanut butter.
Weird conversation topic, but okay.
Ben asked what kind of peanut butter he should get since Jeff's out of the question.
I always go for the cheapest one. But Ben probably doesn't need to go for the cheapest one.
But no, actually, it was King Obvious was bumping him again after you left. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, he causes trouble.
He does.
Sometimes.
He does. Wild friends. I've never heard of wild friends. Ah!
Splash.
You mean like these other people that just, randomly break stuff while you're trying to build and plant your sugar or bamboo everywhere?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I wouldn't know what he's talking about either.
I definitely didn't have to make a trampoline for Vana to leave me alone. What? Why? Why is that a thing? Make sure that's still good. That's still good. Hi.
Stream friendly.
Yes.
Ow! Phantom said.
Why is there Phantom just came through the portal?
Yeah, they
that's
do
me.
that.
I was coming through the portal just as it attacked me, so yeah, there is definitely one on the other side.
You're the one that brought him. I've been sleeping overnight.
I might lose connection up. Oh, I got the phantom membrane. I don't
There you
want
go.
it. There you
Welcome.
go. Okay. Why are we stream friendly?
Because
Well, I know we have to be stream friendly, but we could have been stream friendly in this group, in my group.
yes, but last time you created a group, you neglected to let someone on the server into the group.
To be fair, he was trying to kill me a lot with no provocation, so...
Yeah.
I didn't put a password on it this time.
Jeez.
And I was also told off by some of my friends for doing that, so...
Ah.
I won't name names.
There's a thingamajiggy here. Oh!
Come over here, Enderman. Come at me. Come at me, Enderman.
You want a chest of netherrack?
Not really. I already
Ow.
had some.
Vana, you?
Go away. Sorry, what now?
You want a chest of netherrack?
I mean,
Single chest.
no.
Going
not
once. Going twice.
really. I wouldn't do anything with it. I did a big chunk of the tunnel over on the other end.
Oh, did you?
I hope it's still there. Don't know why it wouldn't be, but I hope it is.
Doop doop.
It's falling in the cracks like, goodbye.
Bye. No one wants you or needs you. Goodbye. That's the biggest drawback to Wild Friends. If you have to stir it all the time. Yeah. Well, we do have Crazy Richard's Natural Creamy. What? I look away from chat for 2 seconds and you guys are talking about Creamy Richard something. That's gross.
That's really out of context.
Yeah, it is.
This is not stream friendly.
Goodbye, Mr. Enderman.
My connection to this server is not good today. Ow. Here we go. I did a big chunk over here.
Did he? No. I was like, did he die? Nope.
Oh. There he is.
Yeah,
There
he's
he's dead. Now he's dead. Oh, this is going to bother me.
Shouldn't have chucked it all.
I shouldn't have.
I need to bring my portal up to this level. Is there any left?
Just a bit. Like all of it.
Why are your pockets so full? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's the thing.
Oh, I hit him mid-flight. That was fun. Come back. Let's do it again. He's not dead yet. Where'd he go?
Ugh. Why is there so much netherrack everywhere?
Because we're in the nether.
Oh, take that.
In random chests are a thing. I guess, apparently.
I'm running on salt sand. See, if I was a strider, this would be a great place for me.
What the heck? Why?
Why is there stuff laying around like somebody died here?
Probably because they killed a bunch of piglins. That'd probably be a safe bet.
Hey, ender pearls. I'll take those.
I mean, I don't have a super sword.
Yeah. By the way, we're working on some stuff for season 2. I think you'll enjoy.
Hey. Does it involve me getting a cool sword again?
Involves people getting cool things in general. So we're working out a system. Cal, you're familiar. You're on TitanCraft, right?
Yes.
Same system that Tango's got, kind of, is what we're trying to do for OP
You,
items.
Talk about the
The
above?
We're not going to put in the above, but we're working on a system like with
But
the
like the
crystals.
Titan shards and the unique
Yeah.
items.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are... I love my Blackstone pickaxe over there.
And for the people who are not on that server?
Well,
Like, for example, I have a pickaxe that turns all stone types into Blackstone.
how does that work? That's cool.
That,
Magic,
So
yes.
Vana, over on TitanCraft, you have to. There are Titan crystals or Titan shards that you can earn, and if you get enough Titan shards, you can turn them into unique items at a shrine of some sort. It's a huge data pack that they've got on there. I'm trying to make it a simplified version of it and incorporate NB Kojiro coins, which are just going to be emeralds with some unique NBT data so that they can't be duplicated or anything, so that you can do quests or jobs or earn them somehow and be able to get OP items that you can customize.
So like how me clearing out the industrial area got me the boots.
Yes, kind of like that.
Okay.
But this way, it doesn't have to come specifically from me. Looks like it has to be imported. Oh. Ben's still talking about peanut butter.
Ben's always just talking about food. He's a big food lover, I guess.
Oh, what was your first idea?
Turns
What? Oh,
sand into glass.
oh, that'd be nice. Oh, look, another chest that's just floating. Let me guess. Another rack. How did I know?
Because we're in the Nether.
But floating chests.
People place them down and then dig under them.
Yeah, don't do it.
Now I'm gonna do it even more. I say that like that was me. It was not me. I just let it all despawn and let my computer lag out to the point of I hate everything.
So I was gonna convert these boots, but curse of binding.
We're gonna convert them, but curse of binding.
I can't take them off.
Yeah, curse of binding unremovable.
I can.
Somebody gave me some netherite. I was like, well,
There you go.
oh, well, that's cheating.
Does that mean we have to kill you?
Nope.
No. I can do
Or
stuff.
did you just choose cheaty powers to get them
He
off?
did.
Yes, I did. I was being
Oh,
helpful.
come on.
I was being
looking
helpful.
forward to killing him.
I was being helpful.
I don't have the netherite bar now. I used it on my shelf. Oh well.
I have some netherite. And it's not cheaty netherite.
I'm gonna have to do it.
Oh, it's not cheating netherite.
Aww, that redemption's not active.
There you go.
Well, I'm either gonna have to go back to base or find somebody with a table.
Kajura, what
Wait,
is
wait,
a
wait,
person
hang on.
to do when they want some fight
They do have the table.
and you can't?
I think I have a table. Hang on. Hang on, Vana. Let's see. Do I have a table?
Do you have a crafting table? I have 64.
No, I know
That's
you
not
have.
bad.
You always have a crafting table. Yes, yes, I do. Haha. I am prepared, Kojiro.
I'm even more prepared.
Ooh. Look at me being all prepared and stuff.
And they're back on, but no, they're netherite. Yeah, like it.
Here you go, buddy. Kojiro can be helpful as well.
Don't know if I'd go that far.
I don't know. I got all these new toys set up thanks to the helpfulness of the Kajiro.
Oh, yeah. Al's working on his CCI stuff right now, too.
Are you just running standard ice or is this packed?
This is standard ice. But we have packed ice be unpackable. So if you put it in your crafting table, stack of packed ice will give you 9 stacks of ice. Super fancy, huh?
Snazzy, snazzy.
And blue ice, 1 blue ice will give you 88 ice.
Good grief.
So you can unpack, on this server, you can unpack ice, you can unpack wool, and nether wart blocks. Make them easily you can make them easily transportable. That's the word. So if you need nether wart, just go to Crimson Forest and grab a few leaves off the trees there.
Oh. Well, dang. I'm actually right next to both versions of the forest, like Crimson and Warped.
Do we have any... What is this? This is deep slate stuff, right?
Yeah, those are cobbled deep slate walls.
Okay, I can go back and get some deep slate. Cobbled deep slate, here we come!
Oh, it's a forge mod then.
I'll probably have to tell Knight how to put the voice mod on. If he's
What?
wanting to run it. So if Knight's wanting to run the voice mod, I'll probably have to tell him how to put that on. I don't think he's ever used it.
Oh, it's super easy to do. You just install it in your mod pack. And
If he's
then...
running it that way.
Is he running CurseForge?
I don't know.
Or...
Probably probably not a fabric mod, is it?
I did put links to all the mods that that we use.
I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and get Curse Forge, aren't I?
Why?
Don't want to do CCI and it doesn't look like it's fabric.
These guys fabric.
Yeah, that's how I installed it.
I can't find where to download it in fabric.
There's different links. So for CCI fabric, you need the CCI thing and another one.
Wow, you need two.
Yeah, you instead of just the one for Forge, you need two for fabric. You need the content integrator thingamadoodle. That was definitely words. Absolutely listen to that.
I don't know if they were.
Hush.
Words.
And where is it? Complete config. That's the other one that you need.
Yeah. That was why I couldn't get it to work at first.
Links.
I didn't realize I needed that.
Links are in my about section. If you wanna.
Integrate integration 1.18.2 fabric. You'll have 1.18. Did you have 1.18.1 for HeroCraft though?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the 1.18 works.
Yeah, and if you want to use it on HeroCraft, you need to be whitelisted on the server side page of it. So if you want to use it on HeroCraft, I need to go through your redemptions and make sure nothing's crazy or anything.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd try it on HeroCraft. I think especially not at first. I think the first thing I would do is just start a new world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh if somebody randomly follows me and an apple shows up in my inventory here.
You want an apple?
Apparently, when somebody follows me, I get an apple.
Oh, you can change that, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I just thought it was funny that I got followed the other day. And it's like, here's an apple.
Mods I use. Wait, what was the other thing you said I needed for fabric?
Complete config.
Complete config. There, mod. Configuration library for fabric mods. Okay. I can do this another time.
It's a thing, because once you get it installed, then you have to install all the it's a little bit of work, isn't it, Cal?
It is.
Just a little bit of work. I swear this song plays every time, but my playlist is 5 hours and 8 minutes.
Which song are you on? Because I muted so there wouldn't be an echo.
It's like a surgeon by Weird Al.
Voice twice.
That's fine.
That's what I meant by the echo.
Yeah, I mean, just hearing it once is enough for me.
That's fair.
Too much already, in fact.
That's fair.
I mean, I have to listen to my own voice on the regular.
Why do you think I don't have my microphone on monitor?
I don't know.
I'd never do that. That would be weird.
Oh, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a sterling man.
Uh-oh.
No time to talk.
Nothing.
What?
Made it to 3,000 points. Ooh.
Hey, there you go.
It's fine. I'm basically invincible with these boots.
She kind of is. She has super OP boots, and I mildly regret giving them to her.
Is the best.
I might mildly regret giving them to her because they're a little too OP sometimes, especially because they don't work against my go away stick that I have. I hit her with my go away stick, and she just looks at me like, "What?"
That's the funniest thing. I can stand on top of a big pillar, like a really tall pillar. I'll just stand on top of it, and someone, see Dougie, tries to like shoot me or hit me, and I'm just standing there, not even crouching, because if he hits me, it doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I probably should be nerfed at some point in the future.
Probably. That's why season 2 season 2 is going to be a little bit different with the way people earn OP items.
Well, I mean, you earned a whole OP set of items from somebody.
I did, and I lost it all.
Lost some of them.
Well, I lost some of them, not all of them.
What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need more rockets. I was gonna say something and I don't remember what it was. Oh, did you go see what I did with the stairs?
I have not yet, actually.
Oh. Okay.
Forget I haven't been able to log in on work. It won't even load up anymore. My laptop says no you.
That's okay. It's there anytime. I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna. If you haven't seen it in this amount of time, I'm not gonna go over and undo it all. I am lost though.
Well, if it's important, then I'll make a trip out to go and see it. I was just there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not really urgent. Just
Yeah, but
just a
it
wall.
means something to you.
Well, yeah, but it's just a wall. I just like doing nice things.
Yeah.
As much as I love chaos, I like doing nice things as well. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Only sometimes.
Don't mind me. I'm just placing walls.
I never mind you.
No, if that's a good thing or not.
Jury's out on that, honestly.
Objection.
It's gonna be
Hearsay.
so weird. Not. What? Oh. Yeah.
Alright, that's all I know about it. That's all. I don't follow the case, but that song, Albino loves that song, and so that's all. That's literally all I know about the Johnny Depp trial is objection, hearsay. So that's all I know about it. So I don't follow it. I don't care enough. I've never. So the thing with me is I don't read like People magazine or anything. I don't care enough about celebrities because they're just people that are just trying to live their lives, but they have entertain. Ooh. Oh, I made it all the way to the end. Did I? No, I didn't. What? I thought we had finished digging this all out. Well, that sucks.
We finished. We have not. Nowhere near. I am lost. I don't know where I am. I don't know how to get back up.
Got it. I'll go back this. But yeah, I don't pay attention, so I don't read like People magazine. I don't do any. I don't do anything of that like.
Same. Yes, I'm not really into celebrities or celebrity gossip or anything. Like, I know a lot of people are very invested. Like, oh my gosh, did you hear this celebrity's dating this celebrity? And I'm like, I don't really care.
It just seems all very high school to me, and I'm far too old to be doing high school bull crap anymore. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm
only
following dancing with.
What?
So you should meet some of the old ladies we go dancing with. It's all high school drama.
Oh yeah.
And
See, and that's why I don't like people in general. Sometimes is some people don't know how to grow up.
Well, I mean, there's good not knowing how to grow up, and then there's bad not knowing how to grow up. Like, for example, you are I want to say 40-year-old person playing Minecraft on stream. Am I correct in saying that?
Careful.
Oh, not yet. Or am I lowballing it?
You're vastly lowballing it. I'm not that old yet. Like, I mean, I have the body of an 80-year-old statistically, but
that would be that would be highballing it. I said lowballing. So does that mean you're older than 40?
no. Even Ninja's like, oh come on. I'll tell you this.
Sorry, Ninja.
I'll tell you this. Ninja is older than me. As is Ben.
Yeah, Ninja, the
The younger
sibling.
brother.
Nope, he's the younger sibling. I've decided it. I don't like the fact that it just doesn't feel right. It feels like a lot of people are like, oh, this is cursed knowledge. No, this is cursed knowledge. This is a cursed fact. Ben just gives off the vibes of an older sibling. I don't understand why.
Until you actually talk with them.
Yeah, I haven't actually talked. I've only. I don't think I've ever heard Ben's voice before, and I've only.
And you probably never
briefly
will, to be
talked
honest.
Ninja.
He's a very private person.
Oh yeah, no, that's understandable. I'm just saying, I've only ever talked to Ninja a couple of times playing Among Us. That's it. And occasionally hearing his voice when you two were on Overkill.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. So, yeah.
My voice has been on stream exactly once. That was around Christmas. Oh yeah, it was. I remember. Younger than Kojiro, according to him, so he must be old. Must be old, Tempsy. I don't know. Well, I'm assuming that Tempsy Joy is older than me.
Tempsy's 25.
Yeah, Tempsy's 25, but how many times?
Just throw that
How many
information out there.
times have you had a 25th birthday, Tempsy?
Hey,
That's the real question.
just twice. It's fine.
Okay, and how many times have you had a 24th birthday?
This is funnier because
A
I'm not
few.
even 24 yet.
Tempsy,
I'm not
then
even
Tempsy
24 yet.
mentions that she has a teenager again. Yeah, exactly. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Oh, yeah, right.
jeez.
Twitch, no age talk. Right. Thank you, Ninja. Keeping me in check.
I've been playing on Hybrid SMP almost all day, so I keep thinking, oh yeah, I can fly through this lava stream. It'll be, ow, that's hurting
you
me.
cannot.
Oh, I am not, in fact, a Strider.
You are not.
I'm not a Strider here.
See, that would be too modded for me. It seems like
Origins.
fun. Seems like fun, but... Out! Stop with the netherite. Or not netherite, netherrack. That stuff.
Well, you say too modded for you, but you were playing on Overkill.
Emphasis on were.
I thought you would stop playing it because it didn't work on your computer anymore.
It doesn't work on my laptop anymore.
Oh.
My computer...
Did it just get too much?
It did get a little too much. I think I did make a mistake and jump off the deep end and cannonball into it, and that was properly a mistake. I needed to dip the toes in, not cannonball it.
Yeah. That was
a lot.
They definitely chose the name well. I'll
Oh
say
yeah,
that much.
they absolutely chose the name properly. And I'm not hating on them at all. It's just it hurts my brain.
Yeah,
how
like,
modded
if you
it
get
is.
Used to it. Yeah, if you get used to it, then I'm sure it's amazing. But just
I'm gonna-
watching those streams was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think I need to try a simple modded client with
Well,
I can still do Overkill. You need a better pack that has progression. Yeah. Well, I was trying to do the progression ninja, and I just seem to be in over my head sometimes. Because like TK and Borgo got really excited that I was on the server and trying modded, and then they showed me all these things, and I'm like, I don't know why I would want to do this, but this is some information.
hey, speaking of Overkill, here's a fact that sounds totally fake. Do you remember when I had just hit, I think it was 500 gift subs, and was it CKY gave you those the wings?
Yep.
That was 500 subs. And how long ago was that?
That was 5 months ago, Vana.
Was it really?
Yes, because I remember specifically because at New Year's, you made a New Year's resolution to hit 1K subs before the end of the year, which was only another 500. And you were like, at this pace, I just need to do like 2 subs a stream. How'd that work out for you?
And now we're not even halfway through the year, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Vana's a little insane.
Maybe.
That's all.
No, I think you might be lowballing it a bit there with a little. Well, no, to be fair, I don't regret any of it.
No, you don't. Am I concerned for you? Possibly.
You shouldn't be concerned for me over that. That's not the thing you should be concerned for me for. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Never mind. We're fine. I forgot I have a super sword.
What?
How do
You want a salad?
huh?
We're having ribs tonight.
Oh, you're having ribs tonight? That sounds good.
I haven't eaten supper yet. I just realized.
Want a salad? Okay. I'll figure out how to get a salad.
I'm just saying though.
You'll make a salad.
No,
Without
Me make a
specifying
salad.
or giving a number, if you don't flex on age, I am a grandfather.
You're what?
A grandfather.
Go to Cafe Rio.
Are you sure?
I have a granddaughter.
Wait, Cal, did you say you had a granddaughter?
Yes, my daughter's 23. My granddaughter
Ooh.
is 5 months.
You are much older than I assumed you to be.
But
Well, speaking as someone who he has told his age to,
Yes,
still
Yvonne
very
knows.
that very much surprises me, honestly, considering you're younger than my parents.
Grandpa Cal?
You're younger than my parents by quite a
Can
significant
we
percent.
call Ben would like to know if we can call you Grandpa Cal.
No.
Oh my gosh. Wait, your daughter is the same age as me?
Yes.
No, I don't like it. Put that knowledge back. Take that knowledge back.
Now
Take
that's
that knowledge
that's some
back.
cursed knowledge right there.
That's cursed knowledge. I'm not a fan of this. Don't like it. No? Okay, never mind.
Oh!
It's fine.
Out of
There are
ice already?
places
Holy
everywhere.
cow.
There.
Fix this up.
Oh my gosh. Well then.
Alright.
You know what? I've just kind of accidentally abandoned helping at this point because I couldn't find my way up, and so now I'm just fighting with the skeletons
Oh, lovely.
and getting the head every time because super sword.
Because, yeah. You have,
Because
what,
why
two
did you give me
sets
this?
two sets of really good boots and a ridiculously overpowered sword?
Why would you... I still don't understand why you gave that to me.
I think I was in a weird mood that day, and
You were in a weird mood. It says on the sword, a gift bestowed upon you when Kajura was in a good mood. And by good, I think it did mean weird, because no one in their right mind would give me a sword like this.
well, the biggest thing was just looting 100 is what you wanted.
Yeah, and then but it also has it's fire aspect 2, knockback 10, looting 100, sharpness 100, and sweeping edge 10.
Oh, I messed up. Thought I just gave you a regular sword with like extra looting. I'm like, you can't use that on anybody. It's fine.
Pop.
No.
2 of my totems with that stupid thing.
In one hit, I should say.
Almost.
Yeah. It's gotten to the point where I'm like, I'm not going to wear my super good boots into the end. I'm only just going to wear my good boots in the end. And it's the boots that... The boots of George.
There's a lady I work with that started working where I worked like 8 years before I was born, and I had no idea she had as a daughter, and I think a son who's the same age as me. Isn't that crazy when, like, people break your perceptions of them because of their age or the fact that they have children that are old enough to be, like, associates of yours?
We should probably stop talking about age.
Yeah. I was saying it's funny. I was talking about brain stuffs.
Yeah, that's true. I just don't want to get anybody in trouble.
Well, we're not talking about anybody specifically in chat, but like
Oh, okay.
you can think, because like I have a guy I work with, but I'm the boss. Like I'm the most senior person in my job, and I've got people that are 2 or 3 times my age working for me. It's weird.
I didn't know that you could still be working at age 100.
Ow. I mean, there are Walmart graders that are 90 plus, so yeah.
To be fair, that seems to be a fairly easy job. We don't.
Doesn't
have
matter.
reporters in
Get
this
your
country.
stuff and get out.
Get your
I say
stuff and
seems
get
to be
out.
because We don't have greeters in this country, as far as I know.
We don't anymore.
You do?
I would absolutely hate having a greeter in my local supermarket because I am very much a person who avoids social contact with anybody in public. So if there was someone who was saying hi to me as I went in the door, I would actively wait until I would camp outside there until they go to say hi to another person so I could slip in without them seeing me.
For the most part,
Because
they just kind of stand there and just look at you weird. Honestly, yeah, at least in my Walmart. Sometimes I'll say good morning. That's about it.
That's horrifying. I don't even like it when an employee comes up to me in the shop and asks, "Can I help you with anything?" It scares me.
Well, you're an anxiety
I'm not.
trauma puppy, so
Yeah, I'm very chatty over the internet because people can't see my face. If you talk to me in person,
says
boy.
the streamer.
Well, to be fair,
In your face.
I'm good at talking to myself. I talk to myself and then respond to people in chat. It's if we were face to face in real life, I would completely clam up. Not
Gotta fix
unless-
this.
Unless I'm very comfortable with them, like my friend who's coming over. Yay!
Must fix. Who did this? Must fix.
Who did what?
Don't know what it is. Why is it a thing?
Talking about that weird hole in the ceiling?
Yeah. Must fix.
Or I had to wait
Someone-
for the delay to catch up.
I really have no idea where I am.
What's your cords?
Hang on. Oh, there's blazes everywhere. Hold on a second. And by everywhere, I do mean everywhere.
I believe it.
Go away. But I do have 25 with a set of skeleton skulls.
That's
Which is
something.
nice. This stream has been productive so far for me. Okay, coordinates. 835 90 30 67.
Try to head to 0 on the x-axis. And you're at 90. What's your z-axis?
I don't understand XY. Is it just XYZ first number, second number, third number?
Yes.
Z is 3067.
Okay, you are way out there.
Oh,
So my
lovely.
cords, to let you know, I'm at the portion of the tunnel that still needs to be dug out, and my cords are 20 and 1229.
How did I? What?
That's what I'm saying. You're quite a ways out
I
there.
flew that far.
You're
How
you're
did I fly
quite a
this
ways
far?
out there.
Okay, well I'm coming back. Ow.
You're like a
what
good
is-
3,000 blocks in the wrong direction.
What is it going down the X axis or the Z axis?
It's
What
we're
number should I
we're
be
going
flying
down the Z-axis.
so I should
so-
be flying to.
Try to go to like X like 10.
Oh, that's the wrong direction.
Technically, the middle of the tunnel is 15, but yeah.
Okay.
Also
I will
learned that
try
in
my
some
best.
places it's extremely common to have a nut grinder in a grocery store, so you can pick up bulk nuts and grind them into butter for that. I did know that. Just like then, there's still some places that have coffee grinders in grocery stores, but they sell the beans. So you can have fresh ground coffee and put it in a bag.
Sam's
Real
Club
coffee.
does that.
My local Winco does that.
I love it when Americans talk about these things because I'm just here like these are just words to me.
We're actually getting a 7-Eleven here.
Oh, fancy.
Okay, 7-Eleven I do know.
There hasn't been one in this state since I moved here all those years ago.
Ow. I'm fine. It's very dark in here.
It's dark in here.
It's dark in my living room. My overhead light has been broken for weeks. I just haven't had the energy to go to a hardware shop to get a new bulb.
This sounds like a lazy Vaughn problem.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that.
Welcome.
There's a difference between lazy and
And having no energy? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, trust me, I know. I know the whole thing about the difference between being lazy and
I was gonna say.
not doing stuff because I have been lazy at a lot of things. That's also because I have zero. Like, I woke up. Leave me alone, stupid.
Oh, I can just use free cam. Forgot about that. Yeah. It's annoying because my parents just see it as laziness.
Yeah. That's the hard part is when you have no energy, but everybody's like, "Oh, you're just being lazy." No, I'm tired, and I don't have the energy to put forth to this because there's other more important things in my life right now that require my attention.
Yeah.
And you, being an adult, have the ability to make those judgment calls. Unfortunately, people try to make you feel bad for making those judgment calls. Just like, there's probably some things on my stream that I could change and could upgrade. Like, I've been working on a few things for Stream Elements. That is like a social media rotator.
Ooh.
It's just a fancy thing. I could probably go and just grab the code right now and it would work, but effort.
Ah. I am just below the tunnel.
Actually, here, watch. Watch. It would literally. This is how easy it would be for me to do this, and I just haven't yet.
Oh, I'm really far behind on stream.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I made it back to the tunnel.
Hey.
Thanks to Kujiro's expert guidance.
Come.
I don't know which way to go. I'm gonna turn my porch light on.
Watch this. And then I go to Streamlabs. I do this, and then I do that. Add, where is it? Browser source. New source. SM rotator. Add source.
Excuse me. I have 28 with the skeleton skulls. That's enough for something withers. Don't want to do maths right now.
And then just put that right
No,
there.
that's just laziness, though.
There you go. See? How easy was that? And it's done. I just haven't done it for like a week and a half.
Aww. So all it took is for us talking about energy and stuff on stream. For
Yeah.
you to be like, see, look at this. Look how easy this would be.
I just, for some reason, I did it while I was at work because I have nothing better to do at work. And I got bored, and
I believe it.
I just wish my laptop would let me play HeroCraft. I wish it would, because then I could work on my base while I'm at work. But instead, all I can really work on is Infinity Craft. And then I feel bad because, like, I want to play on HeroCraft, but I'm making no progress on HeroCraft, so I have to play on it, like, on the days that... on Mondays. But then if I don't play on Mondays, then you guys don't get to see the progress that I've made on Infinity Craft for the past 2 weeks. Problems of having 4 different worlds now.
Yeah, that's true. You have HeroCraft, Infinity Craft, the hard... Well, I don't know if the hardcore series counts. Because that's different worlds.
It's different worlds, but it's a different... So I have the interactive hardcores. I have the Skyblock now.
Oh, yeah.
And then Infinity Craft. Is here, right? And HeroCraft. There's just so much to do. Not enough time. I have fun.
I hear that. I used to have so much time because I used to be able to do things while I was working because I was working from home, and as long as I got my other work done, no one would see me doing things. But now
No one would see you editing videos. And...
What do you mean? If I could install regular Minecraft on my work laptop, I would. But all I can install is education.
I don't even work on a computer anymore. All my work is more physical. So
aren't you glad that you have got a regular monitor instead of using your work monitor now?
Yes, actually.
So then you just have to return that, and then you wouldn't be able to play Minecraft at all.
Yeah, that's true. I'd have to still be able. I'd have to just play it on my laptop, but I'd have a shiny new PC that I wouldn't be able to use.
Yeah.
Still haven't got my TV fixed. Money and stuff.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's another thing to keep from my parents. They still have no idea. Oh no, my mum's coming over on.
Just turn the TV
30th.
off and say, you know, I didn't pay my television license for some reason or something. See, you have that excuse. You have that excuse ready to go.
My mum will question me. She'll be like, "Why didn't you pay it? It's automatic. It goes out of your account every month. How could you let this happen? What happened?" I'm not very good at improvising answers.
I had other things come up as priority. Easy peasy.
I mean, yeah.
I lied to my parents far too often, though, as a child, so I probably shouldn't talk. In fact, when my mom was over, she was like, "How many times did I come home and you had someone hiding in the bathroom from me?" I'm like, "Shush, you shush." I was a terrible child.
When you say child in this context, I'm hoping you mean teenager?
Yeah, 16.
Okay, good.
16, 17, but I was still living with my mom.
I know, I'm just saying, when you say child, it just makes me imagine.
I was a child.
Yeah, true. I mean,
At that age, I would say you're still a child.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially
Hero's mom enters chat. Yeah. Oh gosh, if she would come in and start giving me crap, I would have to have a talk with her about OPSEC. Because I love my mom, but she doesn't know diddly squat about OPSEC, and she would be like, "Oh hi," and she would like probably start calling me by my real name.
Oh gosh. I don't think I've told my parents what my online name is, because I am very scared that they'll look me up. And like, I'm not ashamed of making Minecraft content, it's just...
That's something you'd go out of your way to show your parents.
Yeah, it's something that I very much want to try and keep my online life separate from my personal life, my actual IRL life.
I 100% get that.
My parents to play with me.
But it's just also because I've talked about things like money problems and having a new PC on stream. They don't know I have a new PC.
Why not?
Because
that's a big chunk of money?
Year. Yeah, they got me a laptop last year for my birthday, and they're not the kind of people who would understand, even if, you know, when I tell them that, you know, I saved up this money, you know, but no, they're just going to be like, why would you buy a PC when you have a perfectly good laptop when...
It's not powerful enough, I need more power!
Exactly, I would have explained that I would need more power for streaming and playing games and all that, and they'd be like, well, you have a laptop for that, deal with it. So it's a whole mess of excuses, and so next week when my mum comes over, I'm just going to be hiding my entire PC in the car.
That's funny.
So yeah, I'm just going to be...
We didn't even get halfway through this? I thought you guys were going to be like digging the rest of this out so I could start building the farm.
I was going to, and then someone, not naming any names again, told me to stop because Kojiro probably wants another community day for you all to do this together. Not naming any names.
Ben?
It wasn't even Ben.
I know. I know exactly who it was.
Interesting.
I just like blaming Ben. Because then I get to say I get to blame Ben.
Why don't you blame Sea Doggy anymore?
Because Sea Doggy isn't a mod that I can blame.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm fine.
It wasn't pay attention. I heard my name. What am I being blamed for? The tunnel not being complete. You didn't dig it long enough, Ben.
Get on the server and get busy, man. Let's go.
So, Cal, the original tunnels were all dug by Ben with a lot of help from other people, but I'd say the biggest chunk of it was
Majority of
Ben.
it was Ben. Yep.
So me telling him I didn't
is
dig him
shooting?
big enough, it's just good.
Stupid
Much good
shit.
humor.
Get off the edge. Go. Die. And I've fallen off the edge as well. I killed the skeleton, but at what cost?
Hop in. The only thing I'm doing is using the fill command.
Ben. We love you, Ben. Benjamin. Double
Oh.
minty Benjamin.
No, I like to tell Ben that I've got a surprise for him that I have not unveiled yet, but will be available in the store shortly.
Aww.
Ish.
If I can ever get my
The merch store.
there will be merch.
Oh, I have merch.
I'll say. Oh.
I have merch. It's
You
just
think
I'm
the thing is gonna
designing
be
a
in the
special
merch
thing.
Oh, is it Kujiro brand Tim Tams?
I wish that would be cool.
I mean, penguin bars.
Tim Tams. Only Tim Tams. There is no penguin bars.
Oh, dang, what have I been eating for 22 years then?
You've been living a lie.
Well, they say penguin on the wrapper, so... I mean, do Tim Tams come with penguin and snow ice themed dad jokes on them on the wrapper? Because penguins do, and that's pretty
The
cool.
new bun. There's some laying right next to her. I looked at her and she looked at like her legs.
She was like, "That was good, Mom. Thanks for leaving that sandwich here for me." Nice. I know you were gonna eat it. I got it for you for breakfast, and then your dog ate it because your dog's a jerk face.
You should leg over there. Ellie,
Do you have any idea how tempting it is to use some of my points on Shut Up, Kajura?
I'm
It's
saving
incredibly
up.
tempting,
I'm
especially.
saving up.
Yeah, me too. But especially when we're like in voice chat like this, so just to redeem Shut Up, Kajura, and he just has to be silent for 2 minutes, and it's fun. While we're talking, so Cal and I just be like, "Hey, so what's going on with you?" And Kajura's
Oh, it was the best when somebody redeemed that in Phasmo.
Yeah, that was interesting. Like,
They're like,
Kajuro's
"Is
being
Kajuro
quiet. Did he
okay? Did he die? Kajuro, we can't hear you, Kajuro.
Your wife's muted, Kajuro. We don't know what's going on.
Use your words, my friend." It is a special occurrence when it's done, Ben. You are correct.
It is gonna be so weird not to be in your streams for 3 weeks.
Will be met. You could always just show your friend my streams. I mean, that's an option too. just saying.
True, I could, but we have some evening activities planned and stuff, and she's gonna be tired.
I forget that
I will try.
It's evening there right now.
Yep, it is 9:45.
And showing up on stream, that's new.
So yeah,
Fancy things. Oh yeah, Sea Doggy. I just put that in. Someone's not paying
See,
attention.
He wasn't paying attention. Yep. But I mean, I'll still. I may try to pop in occasionally. but it depends because she's only here for 3 weeks, and this is the first time we're meeting IRL. So
Yeah.
it's good, even better than I get 2 weeks off from 2 weeks holiday from work.
I'm working. I told you that earlier, but you don't read chat. I do read chat. I do too. It's a joke.
Well, I mean,
He says that as I read that in chat. That's the funny part. I always love that because I do the same thing to Skiz. I'll call him out and be like, "Oh, guys, don't worry, Skiz doesn't read chat. It's a very you'd be able to have tea with the Yeti before Skiz reads chat." And then he looks down and he's like, "Shut up, Kajiro. I read chat. Getting better."
He's getting better. You're getting worse. There's lava pouring.
It's easy to read chat when you don't have anybody in chat, okay? Oh, that's my defense.
In my chat, it's always easy to read.
I mean, you can agree it's a little bit awkward sometimes just talking to yourself.
Yeah.
I just do it like I'm recording a video.
I'm not able to do that. I just talk to myself, and sometimes it gets awkward, but it's fine. I'm very good company. To myself, sometimes.
I need to make more videos. I need to make TikToks. I need to make YouTubes. I need to network. But, yeah. Time and effort.
I did install lava.
Time and energy and stuff like that.
Laziness. That's another thing.
Laziness. Yeah. That laziness, that horrible laziness.
Yeah, that horrible, horrible laziness. I know you did, Sea Doggy. I like giving you crap, though.
Making fun of me, fine, I'll meet you again. That's bold coming from him, considering whenever I say, shut up, Sea Doggy, he mutes himself in the call for 10 minutes until someone notices.
Thirsty. Don't forget to change your badge to show you're watching without audio. Oh yeah, forget that you can do that. That's a new thing.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Interesting. It's extra easy now though, which is good. It's a good feature to have, I think. I had it the other day when I was watching and I couldn't listen.
I haven't been able to use it yet.
Quick and easy way to be like, you just see immediately, oh, you can watch but you can't listen. You can listen but you can't watch.
Yeah.
It's easy to find.
Is it? Okay.
But unfortunately it replaces the last badge on your name, so it would replace
So
my
Vana would never
lovely
be able to
shiny
do it because then the gifter badge that she has worked so hard to get, it would be replaced.
I know, I'm so sad that I have to choose between the artist and the 1K subs badge, because they're both amazing badges. But I can't have both.
Did you hear that catch in her throat? I can't have both.
What do you mean? I know what you mean. There was no emotion. I have normal feelings about this.
Absolutely normal feelings. Normal feelings are normal.
Normal. Everything's normal.
I wish you could get a badge for starting a hype train when the streamer isn't live. Yeah, so do I.
How many times is Ben gonna bring that up?
Hey, that was awesome, alright? That's a rare thing to do.
It was awesome.
He's gonna probably bring it up every time you bring up your 1K sub badge, because it's just as rare.
Ben, feel free to go do it on mine, I'm just saying.
I mean, sometimes, yeah. It feels bad
Hey,
when
Cat Wild, how's it going?
It feels like you might be pressured into
Hey, Cat.
You might be pressured into what exactly now, Vana?
nothing, don't worry.
I said feel free to go do a hype train on mine while I'm offline there, Ben.
Oh.
I'm just saying, feel free.
No? Digging it out
Yeah,
slowly but surely.
Then you have a lot of bragging rights, man. I'm just saying.
What?
I told you then you have a lot of bragging rights.
Yeah. By the way, Cal, what kind of bot do you use? Do you use Firebot or anything like
Yeah,
that?
Firebot.
Oh, okay. Don't call me Shirley.
It's okay.
I would recommend Mix It Up bot. I like that. I like this bot very
I
much.
like Mix It Up.
I might try that.
It's like,
Use Mix It Up for my sounds.
yeah, Firebot is it's a good bot, but they're adapting a lot of the functionality that Mix It Up already has. Like they're announcing, "Hey, this is new," and I'm like, it's already a thing if you're on Mix It Up. I guess it's the same thing as like
yeah.
Apple and iPhone user, Apple and Android users get in a fight with streamers. What bot do you use? Oh, why do you use that bot? That's a stupid bot.
And hey, Tempsy.
Hey, I got
Does
it.
Stream Elements count as a bot?
Technically, yeah. The one that Richard uses.
Because I use
I mean,
a
you
mixture
got-
of that and Mix It Up.
Got the sound booth bot in.
Oh, Sound Booth bot is the best.
And Booth bot is the best.
Its creator is even more awesome.
I wouldn't say that. Don't let his head get too big there, Vana.
He can't hear me, it's fine.
You don't know, he might be lurking. I do the
Yeah,
same
true.
thing.
But still, I mean, he deserves it. Okay.
Just an
Fair enough.
adequate trumpet player. That's all. Right?
Oh my god. Wow, we started some beef up.
Oh, I'm gonna laugh if he actually is lurking.
Oh, I found ancient debris.
Nice.
Just to get a message out of the blue, like "Oi." I don't know if he says "Oi." Or,
He does.
Yeah.
Which is even funnier.
"Oi, mate."
Sound like Donna
I'm
Noble.
not doing that again. Not doing that.
Boy!
Hey. I don't sound.
No, I said, does that make him sound like Donna Noble? Boy!
No, it doesn't. We have completely different accents. Get it right.
Again, I said, him.
Richard, I could see it. I could see it on Richard. Oh. That down.
Boy, watch yourself, spaceman.
And then put that right back. It's working. I'm going through it slowly but surely. I'm not calling you Shirley, Ben. Don't worry.
I was just about to say that. Ben's rubbing off on me. Don't know why.
Just a little. It's fine.
There are skeletons shooting me from many directions. I don't appreciate it. So, Kajiro, what you said a while ago that you made yourself a promise to do YouTube content by a certain month. Do you remember what month that was? Because I don't.
Yes. I failed.
This is me pushing you, by the way. I just
Oh, I know.
Forgot what month.
I wanted to have at least one video done by like July, because I know
Okay.
I know my progress level and the way I do things, but I did not anticipate getting promoted to a job that requires so much extra time.
Yeah. Has it calmed down at least since a few
No.
weeks ago when you were just not at all?
Not at all. It has not calmed down
Well, I mean,
at all.
Oh. I just kind
Now
of
I'm
assumed
working-
with Sunday streams being back and
Well, because I cut Sunday streams out to try to spend some time with family, and then every time I made time for them, they never responded. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna go back to doing what I want to do then.
aw. That's rude of them. Why wouldn't they want to spend time with you? You're awesome.
You don't even want to spend time with me.
What? Do you know what's happening next week, right?
What?
What?
I know what's happening. What?
Nothing.
Jeez.
Wasn't sure if I was supposed to say anything yet.
What you're talking about.
Okay.
And they'll complain that you're not there when you want to be at... Yeah, exactly, Cat, exactly. They complain when I don't want to hang out with them, but yet every time I've invited them to hang out with me, I'm busy, I don't want to. Okay, fine. I canceled plans to hang out with you.
Yeah, we're important. We're important too.
Yeah.
Wait a second. I just looked at Catwild's name.
What? Yep, all that. Oh,
Resistance is futile.
Do I have anything? I don't even have water right now. I am thirsty. Okay. I need to go get water here in a little bit.
For like 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and oh gosh.
You're slacking.
Slacking, Vonna, you're slacking.
Hey, I'm talking to you guys. Give me a break.
Vonna, to be 100% clear.
You don't have to be clear. How about we be opaque instead?
No, I like being
What about
clear.
translucent?
That's the same thing as clear.
We can be translucent.
It's the same thing. Same.
No, transparent versus translucent. Do we need to have a
The
science?
same thing.
No, it's not. Not in this country. I don't know how it is in America.
In America, it's all about freedom. Freedom, freedom, and more freedom.
You sure?
Not
You sure
lately.
about that? I'm not so sure about that.
Well,
Anyway,
I
what
mean,
did you
if
wanna
you
be
if you
clear
go
about?
if you go to Texas, then ask them about their. Yes, them. Freedom, freedom, and more freedom. Ask them anything about Texas. Freedom. You should be able to be hearing cat or Vonna cat loud. Oh, I'm tired all of a sudden. Ow! Why am I tired? I might
Because
go.
you don't
I
sleep
might do
enough.
take a break. I do not. You are correct.
See, it's like I know things. Ow. Well, I don't know everything.
Oh no, that'd be weird.
Yeah, I'm not data.
You should be able to hear Vonna. Cat wild.
Yeah, hi, I'm Fauna.
Hi,
Probably know, 'cause you've been in my stream, so you know what my voice sounds like. But yeah.
I'm Paul.
You're what now? You're who?
Oh,
Carl.
Paul. Cal, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. What reference
Yeah.
I'm making.
I just hate Carl.
Paul. Eaul. Paul.
I'm still not hearing you.
It's from an old TV show thing.
Oh, you assume I haven't seen old TV shows.
Old American cartoon TV shows, yes.
So, what are you thinking of Star Trek there, Vonna?
What?
Who? What?
Oh, yeah, how's your Star Trek viewing going?
Oh, I didn't get to watch any more
Why?
yet.
Why no Star Trek? Why watch stream and not watch Star Trek?
I mean,
Problem.
okay.
That's what Vonna does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, another random chest out in the middle of nowhere.
Mentioned to my wife that I was liking Strange New Worlds. She's like, "Oh, I thought we were gonna watch that." It's like, didn't know you were interested in watching that one. You didn't want to watch Picard. She's like, "Well, I'm not a TNG fan." I was like, "Okay."
Star Trek is
She's
Star
like,
Trek.
She's not a next gen fan.
That's fine. You can be a Trekkie fan without being a next gen fan. But
The only version my father likes is TOS. So
I am not that big of a fan of POS. It's too it's overproduced for the time for me. Know what I mean?
Yeah. I was like, well, it's like, if you want to watch it, I've got the first 3 episodes. We can watch the first 3.
I love Picard, though. Picard and Strange New Worlds.
Oh, my mother is infatuated with Patrick Stewart. She loves her some Patrick Stewart.
Loves her some Patrick Stewart.
Captain Picard.
X-Men? X-Men!
Yeah, he's Professor X in X-Men.
Yes, but Captain Picard first.
Yes.
Nah.
Or at the very least, the baby from Family Guy.
What?
No.
Yeah. And Avery.
Who are you thinking of? What? Who are you thinking of? Family Guy.
He plays one of the babies in Family Guy. It's a rare cameo, but he also plays Avery, the CIA director in American Dad.
Stewie?
Yeah, not
I know
Stewie.
he's an American Dad as the boss.
Yeah, he's the CIA boss, but he's made appearances in Family Guy as like a baby that talks
As
every now and
himself,
then.
too.
Yeah, and as himself, of course. I remember that episode. That was a great
where
episode.
Stewie beamed the entire cast to his bedroom.
Okay, this was ill-conceived. He teleports them out, and Worf's screen shake just drops.
Be quiet, Will Wheaton. Nobody likes you, Will Wheaton. Did you just say Will Wheaton?
Oh,
Yes,
makes
Will
sense
Wheaton.
now.
Will Wheaton.
Makes sense now why you like The Big Bang Theory so much. Did you
What?
Because it's full of Star Trek and.
Oh yeah, it
all
is.
that.
It absolutely is. Sheldon
Remember the-
complains later about the Spock casting people for the new Star Trek movies that were at the time, and I'm like, yes, I fully agree. He was a terrible Spock, and he should be ashamed.
Oh, I like the new guy. The
Well, to
new
be fair,
Spock is good.
Yeah,
When I saw
for
the
I don't know.
when I saw the new movies, that was my first introduction to Star Trek, so I hadn't seen Leonard Nimoy yet. Well, I have
yeah.
now, and
Well, I mean, you
obviously
had
Leonard
If you had
Leonard
watched the
Nimoy is
movies,
better, but
If you watch the movies, you had because he played the older Spock.
I mean, I hadn't seen him as like in his prime as Spock. Is what I mean.
He was also on Fringe for a few episodes.
Fringe.
Oh, Leonard Nimoy, he was also on the show Fringe for a few episodes.
I've been to. There's a Leonard Nimoy room named after him on the Griffith Observatory in California.
Yep.
I've been there. It's great.
And did you know William Shatner actually recently went to space and experienced
Yes.
weightlessness? I was very hyped about that one.
I think that was very very apt. Like,
Oh, yeah.
poetic kind of. It was quite poetic.
He
Absolutely.
went boldly where no Star Trek actor has gone before.
Isn't he the oldest person in space as well?
Yeah, he's in his 90s.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a little bit up there, and I still got to meet him before he goes. Otherwise, I'm going to be very upset the rest of my life. Because all of my military heroes are all. It's a hazard of the job. Like, you can't be a military hero because if you get too big, some sort of accident is going to befall you. Even if you don't die in war, something's going to happen. Like Chris Kyle.
It's very ominous.
Well, Chris Kyle, he was America's most deadliest sniper, and he was my military hero for a long time. Still is, actually, but he got out of the military and started helping veterans with PTSD by he started a farm and did things, and then he ended up dying in an act. Well, yeah, I won't say how he died, but it was very tragic and unexpected, and I was like, no, I was supposed to meet you. Dang it.
So I did get to meet James Doohan once.
James Dugan?
Doohan.
Doohan.
Original
Oh
Scotty.
my gosh! Oh my gosh!
He came here. Mom and I got to see him.
Got it.
Oh,
I got it.
God.
Take care of it.
I have a 30th anniversary hat. He signed the bill.
Nice.
You know what's sad is that when I was watching the little bit of the original series that I watched, I latched onto Scotty and Bones as characters, and I was like,
I love
really?
Bones.
I wish I could have met those guys. And I realized that
I want to go find
both
DeForest. Yeah, I want to go find DeForest Kelly's grave just to see if it in fact does say he's dead, Jim.
I've seen his Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame. I took a picture with it.
He made that joke that when he died, his tombstone would probably say he's dead, Jim.
That's great.
Because he said it in every episode.
That's great.
You know what? I'm just gonna watch the original series. I know you guys will be disappointed in me, or Kajura will.
Oh no, definitely watch TOS.
I want to watch the full thing because that was
all 3 seasons of TOS.
Yes.
My gateway into Star Trek was through the original series, at least through the original characters, rather. Even if it was
My favorite was Mr. Sulu.
Yes, love Sulu. Then, so if you get into TNG, definitely watch it through. So you got that. When you get to Deep Space Nine, it's good.
Don't bother with Deep Space Nine.
It gets better after the 3rd season. It's when they bring in Worf from TNG, and it just improves.
I'd say don't even bother with
which
TNG.
Is my absolute favorite.
Same.
Has a beautiful. Well, see, Deep Space Nine has that wonderful Trials and Tribulations where they crossed over with TOS, but Voyager has that wonderful crossover episode with Sulu on the Excelsior. I loved that episode.
That was great. That made for good TV viewings.
I mean, the fact that they got him back for that was very cool.
I was very happy about that.
And if you go back,
they're always able to get Shatner back because, I mean,
oh yeah,
Shatner loves his Kirk days. Shatner will always and forever love Kirk days. You did see what, Vonna? Sorry.
What Cal said. You said something about.
Captain Kirk. I also really enjoyed Enterprise.
Enterprise was good. Enterprise was good.
Yeah, but Majel Barrett's the reason they canceled it. She tanked it.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't in it.
I wanted to watch Discovery when it first came out, but I don't think I ever did.
I like Discovery.
Discovery was all right.
In now.
Yeah, I'm still the thing that bothers me. So I'm sure you've seen this on Twitter, Cal. I'm a sucker for the intros. The intros will always get me.
They have a weird intro. I always skip it.
Yeah, but like every other Star Trek series, have you noticed? Every other Star Trek series has this bold, they're in space and everything like that kind of opening.
Yeah, and I love.
And Discovery looks like it's from Chuck. Man, it's
weird.
I'm reading chat, Ben. Nothing's happening. Dougie said I'm back, and Dempsey said hi back, and then Cat said lol, and then nothing's happened.
And I can even see the chat, so yeah.
A friend of mine would always say the only heroes are the ones who died. Ben said a while ago. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm loving Strange New Worlds intro because they went back to classic.
Yeah. Strange New World intro is great. Yes, Spana.
I can't remember. I think I probably asked already, or you've already said, but what is your opinion on the reboot movies?
Depends on the movie.
I mean, I like them for what they are.
I liked Into Darkness most, then Beyond, then the first one. In terms of order of which ones I like the most.
I'm just not a big fan of let's change the past and
events. Yeah. So I wasn't a big fan of them redoing the Khan storyline and changing it. Like that was such a pivotal scene for Spock in the original movies.
Yeah, the original movies, and it was Spock who died instead of Thingy. What's his name?
Kirk.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah. It was such a pivotal moment for Spock, and they changed it, so they robbed it of its significance. To me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was alright, just some overly sweet breakfast cereal. Nothing sounded good, so I just had something light and simple. Yeah. I got me and Albino some McDonald's before I got home because she was hungry last night and I wasn't able to make dinner last night, so I just brought home some McDonald's.
We pit stopped at McDonald's on the way in this morning and got bacon, mac, and cheese biscuits. So.
I only eat McDonald's once or twice a year. Yeah. We try not to eat it.
Food.
What?
Sorry. You go on.
Oh. I was reading what Ben said, Anna.
Oh, sorry. I just don't want to interrupt anyone. I just wanted to ask, do you guys have Nando's over there?
Nando.
That's not one I recognize.
Or is that a British thing?
Maybe? What is it?
It feels quite British. Restaurant chain.
Okay. I got that from the reference.
Sorry, it's like,
I mean, I could always text my aunt in London and ask her about it.
Yeah, I think it probably is British, but I don't know. I think it's famous for chicken stuff. I'm not really sure because
there's a lot of
don't know about the
chicken famous restaurants over here.
Yeah, we
I
got.
don't know anything about the meat side of it.
We have a Bojangles here that the last time my mom went there, they're like, we're out of chicken. It's like, that's what you sell. How are you out of chicken?
That's like KFC saying we are out of chicken.
Exactly.
Or Cane's, or Churchy's chicken.
I'm stuck in the net. No, never mind. Yeah, I don't remember what my original point was, so it's okay.
You asked if we had Nando's.
Well, it's like going up towards Canada and going to Tim Hortons. Oh, I love Tim Hortons.
I don't remember.
Portuguese peri peri chicken restaurant. I would guess no then. We don't have a lot of Portuguese restaurants here.
Yeah, we really don't.
Dempsey and I went there when we met up.
Oh, is that where you had your tofu chicken thingy looking thing?
Yeah, I don't know if it was tofu, but it was a vegetarian burger. It was really nice.
Yeah, you have a there's a Tim Hortons in Michigan?
Yes,
I did not know that.
I used to go there a lot.
You know the coffee shop that I miss? I first had overseas. It's called Green Bean. There's 2 in Hawaii. Other than that, they're only overseas, and I'm sad about it. Because they are so good.
There's actually one in Mackinac City. If you're ever out of the islands, Actually, I think there's one on the island. In the shopping center.
This is fun. We're hanging out.
Yeah. Ben dared me to kill some zombified piglins, so I did. Just to prove a point.
Imagine this, but Kojiro on his own trying to talk to chat like this. It'd be fun, but this is more fun, right?
Yeah. Then I get to actually interact verbally with you guys.
Yeah.
Tell Vanna to get a song stuck in her head.
If you... You always bring it back to
never ends.
Oh no, it's not that song, Kalendor.
I know, but I like to do that one.
You are treading on thin ice.
Actually, I'm turning on Netherrack.
The one my grandmother used to do all the time. Maresy dotes and dosey dotes and little lambs eat ivy. That one randomly pops in my head anytime.
No idea what Cal's talking about now.
Oh, that's a song that my grandma used to just randomly sing every now and then. Oh, the only part of it I know is mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambs eat ivy, because it'll get ivy too, wouldn't you? What was that?
When a song gets stuck inside your head, just sing this song. Just sing this song instead. It goes like when it's stuck. It's stuck inside your head. Just sing this song. Just sing this song instead. It goes like ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
I'm sorry, I had to.
heard that noise, I was like, what in the world?
Hey, Fluffy Kitty! How you doing?
Kids
You
today were
want-
like, well, so
you-
what are we doing today? It's like, this is the last time I'm going to see you for this particular class, so I don't really care.
Good job.
Resistance is futile.
Need to make it so that gift subs also go off with the special stuff for tier 2 and tier 3 qualifiers. And that's something you can do and mix it up very easily.
You know what else is easy? Removing the power you have over me just by listening to the song, getting desensitized to it, and it won't bother me again. But no,
Yeah, but you're not going to do that.
No.
'Cause then you would have to actually listen to the song. And that's something you just flat out refuse to do.
Yep. Which it's annoying because it's like either way I lose.
Yep.
Either I have to listen to the song a bunch of times, or I have to enjoy you singing it to me.
That's just like when
So
I was
either
needing
way-
creepers the other day. Either it's night, either it's night and you're giving me the creepers that I need and spawning them, or it's day and and everything that's not a creeper is dying. So it just works out for me. It's a win-win for me. All right, I'm off. I go. Have a good stream. All right, Cat Wild. Have a good night, Dave.
Bye, Cat.
Time zone. Have a good
Bye,
time
Cat.
zone to you. Good
Have
time
a
zone.
good time zone.
Hello.
Time
free
zone
kitty.
greetings.
I'm kind of sure that Cat Wild is somewhere in America or
Yes.
Canada.
No, she is in. I want to say the South. Somewhere,
I do believe she's a southern girl.
I believe. Tennessee. Yeah. See, I was right.
Nashville,
She's the
Tennessee.
only 10 I see. That's the worst. That's the worst.
What the hell was that, my dude?
The worst pickup line that I ever used,
I
and
apologize on behalf of the rest of us. I sincerely apologize for that.
I don't. proper stuff. Now I'm just gonna
Yeah.
leave instead of lurk.
I mean, Cat, I'm your neighbor.
Sorry, Cat. It was funny.
Just go east.
Do a dad joke to distract him.
My wife told me to stop acting like a flamingo, so I had to put my foot down.
No.
It always makes me sad when people are like, oh, the jokes are so bad, they're so cringy. I'm like, they make me happy. They're
They're
fun
good.
for me.
Happy. Murder, murder, murder. Oh, wait, that's a different thing.
What? Murder,
Now,
murder,
are you
murder.
okay? Do I
Here,
need
I
to
am not leaving.
check in on you later? Are you alright? There's some very
What-
random things happening today.
Belongs to ICP.
Oh, I remember
That clears up
ICP.
nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, as long as Kujiro understands, then at least I know you're not crazy. Actually, no, you could still be crazy.
It's
Yes, I am.
quite possible. Let's just say
Well, I
there's
am.
a certain ICP song that is forever ingrained in my head because it says a certain
I
word
don't know what
93
ICP is.
times, and ICP is a band.
Insane clown pussy.
Yes. There is a song that says a certain word 93 times in that song.
Is it a bad?
That Wild asked a question just before the... you're not in North Carolina. I believe Calendar is in North Carolina.
I did answer that question. I said, yes, I am. In fact, Kat, my cowboy boots came out of Pigeon Forge.
Tubba what? Did you just say Tubba boot?
Cowboy boots.
Hopefully you're in the part of North Carolina that is actually south.
Oh, yes, and I married a southern woman.
Ah, I dropped my rockets.
Don't do that.
Did I drop them? I think I managed to somehow drop them straight into the hole filled with lava.
Lovely. Cat says, okay, I'll forgive you.
Yeah, I've got chat up.
Al is very quiet. Okay, yeah, I can turn him up. Is Vana quiet as well?
I can't.
I've got my microphone right
I'm
from my mouth, too. That's,
I'm
yeah.
too loud.
I could adjust my.
No.
hold on, let me check.
It's on my end, guys. It's on my end. It's on my end.
Okay, I was gonna say because I could turn it up on my end.
My ping is very, very bad. Maybe not ping, but my internet is very bad.
Yeah, you're. Charlotte? No. I'm north of Charlotte, but
The fauna is
I understand.
quiet. You should MC. Oh, my best friend who's coming over from America was born in Charlotte.
How's
Charlotte
that?
is where we got to see Fluffy live on stage.
Buffy? Like Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Like, as in the Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias?
Oh, Fluffy! Yeah, I saw him in Vegas with my mom for her birthday in July a couple years back.
Nice. We got to see, he came here to Charlotte, so it's like, yeah, I saw it a year ahead, and I was like, I'm buying tickets.
Oh, yeah, when I saw that the tickets were going on sale, I'm like, Mom, we're going.
So, yeah,
'Cause,
Salisbury.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
Oop.
I'm an hour
Hi.
out of there, Kat.
That says she really needs to go.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if she caught that before she left.
Cal, your microphone is like crackling.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be.
Well, I think Cal adjusted, and then I adjusted.
I
Oh.
didn't make any adjustments.
Oh,
Oh, it is crackling bad.
I did. Still lurking. Is Cal's mic clipping for you? It's clipping for me as well. I think Vaughn
Oh, it
also
would be.
answered. Yeah, neither do
After
I.
me, Ben.
Alright, let me see. Settings.
Seems to be better now. But I don't know, maybe it will stop when you actually start speaking properly.
Either Ben
What do you
says
mean?
either the mic is too close
No,
or
never mind.
volume is too high.
Now I can back it off. How's that?
That's better.
It might be, depends. I'm using so many rockets to go away.
Well, you could just, dig. That's probably too boring
Okay.
for Vana.
No, it's just that my pickaxe is at 42 durability. And it's a netherite pickaxe, and I don't want to do a sea doggy and break a netherite pickaxe. That would not be good.
I've done
Well,
that.
it's weird because different voice programs will react differently to the microphone. It's like some of them want a little farther away, some of them want you to basically swallow the stupid things.
Yeah.
I'm
Which is
gonna
why I
fly
want to upgrade
in
my
the
mic.
gold-
I've got a Toner TC 405 or something like that.
Yeah, I need a better mic. When I get paid, maybe next month, because this month I have to save for my friend coming over. But
Yeah.
when I get paid next month, I'm gonna get a better microphone because mine is just built into my headset, and it's not the best.
It's not.
Oh,
the-
yeah.
it does work though. It does work. But if I would recommend this one as a good starter microphone. It was only like $45 for me on Amazon when I first started.
Yeah.
I'm gonna upgrade. So my next upgrade that I'm gonna do is my camera because
That was easy.
well, maybe not the camera because the camera does work. I would like it to be a little bit less fuzzy when it gets big. There's not much I could do about that. So
Okay.
the biggest, but
How's
you
the
got to
green
remember
screen?
the green screen is very stained, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get a new one.
Okay.
That's $150, but I'm gonna have it so it hangs up
Okay.
there and then it's retractable, so I don't have to have this thing up all the time. Wow, Ben.
I feel like I went
Wow.
too far.
Wow. Nice job. Good for you. That's a good quote right there.
Oh, Ben, you're the best, man.
Well
That's
done, sir.
a
Well
good quote.
You're the-
I'm gonna turn this
you're the
fan on
best.
because Albino's got the heater on.
done. At this time of year? Wow.
She is she's a very cold individual. There's my warrior. Let's place a warrior down. Yeah, I gotta place 2 warriors. Cool. All right, and we'll see that in about 30 minutes.
So, alright, refresh. Divide coordinates by 8 to get the nether ones, right?
I just said you have the heater on. Oh. No.
Boop, 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 boop,
Keep the heater on it.
boop, boop. Pickaxe repaired.
You're what?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix this
I
one.
know you want a salad.
And I flew in the top of the farm and didn't die.
In fact, I think I'll go do that now before I work anymore.
Maybe the crackling.
I feel like I went too far. That can't be right.
Hey, that's not Sea Doggy's crate. That's my crate. Sea Doggy, stop changing my signs.
Huh?
My crate. I'm gonna sit in it.
Well, we
It's
can
my
try
crate.
to figure out where to
That
go to
was
get
not
one
right.
after I'm done with stream, okay?
Said if I want to. Said if I want to.
Because I think I have a little bit of money left after breakfast that your dog ate for you.
So upset. I was like, hey, I'm gonna go on a break. I'm gonna eat food. Like crap. I'm tired.
Could have taken a picture of her. Her laying between your freaking the biscuit bun. She had opened the wrap because we left it on the dresser next to the bed for her. And well,
That's
I
your
had
first mistake with a dog.
Huh?
That's your first mistake with a dog.
Yeah. Well, typically her dog doesn't get into stuff. Like the last time her dog's done anything even close to that, it literally took chicken off of our plate when we were getting KFC. Hey, Itchy Pain! What's up, Itchy Pain? Itchy Pain, if you ever get a sound, I'm gonna make it so that it's Richard's loop thing going, Itchy Pain, because that's all I can think of when I hear your name. Itchy Pain, Itchy Pain, Itchy Pain, Itchy Pain, Itchy Pain. I'm going on his looper thing. That work. Ah, puppy.
Does that mean they're itchy and in pain? Because that sounds uncomfortable.
What?
Itchy pain. They're itchy and in pain? That does not sound comfortable.
Probably is. But it's life. Are you helping dig out fauna? Or are you just flying
I'm
around?
coming back. No, I'm just coming back. I had to repair my pickaxe. I said it was on 42 durability. Now I'm coming back, and I have just dug. I've been doing things. All right, I'm helpful.
Okay, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna be helpful because you guys are helping me. Is Sea Doggy also helping me? I'm gonna do something.
Uh-oh.
I'm fixing my pick at the moment, but I believe Sea Doggy's helping.
Well, he says that, but he's not.
He was picking. He was helping. That's the thing. That's the biggest thing is he was helping.
Hey, I see a Kajira. Oh. Uh-oh. No, don't fall down there, don't fall down, stop it! Sorry.
Fine.
I was having some trouble. Everything's fine.
Oh, the Sea Doggy, I'm from Michigan, so yeah. I just don't live there anymore.
Okay, and then this I need.
Ah! My internet is so bad. Ah. That's a nice one shiny death you've got there, Cal.
I know, right? I see that Knight has a death now. Did you
No,
take his head?
No, it wasn't actually me, although I do want their head very much. But no, that actually wasn't me. I was surprised to get on and be like, hey, they already have a death.
Yeah, I'm surprised he only has one.
Ben has 0. But
Ben
that's
still
because
has 0. Yes.
Ben
I grew up
consents
in
me
Michigan.
killing him.
Sea Doggy.
Also, no, Sea Doggy, that's my crate. Don't steal my crate. It's mine. I made it. my crate. Hippocrates. Oi, get away from me. Get away! Hey, there's skeletons everywhere. Like, isn't it enough that they spawn in the overworld? Do they have to spawn in the nether too? Detroit.
Detroit,
to be
A-Town.
fair, I
To be
mean,
fair,
I
to
was
be fair,
I
to be
was
fair.
born in Germany.
You were born in Germany?
Wait,
Oh, your parents were military, huh?
Dad is ex-Air Force.
Ah. Hey, guys, make
Wow.
sure you have a empty inventory slot.
I got 2.
Okay, hang on. Okay, let me just get rid of all this netherrack. Okay, we're good.
Ready?
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's missing a couple things, but nice.
Is it, though?
Look down.
That's not what I'm talking about. Well, okay, it's still missing. Never mind.
Be grateful, okay? Thank you. Also, I like how this one just says 2020. 2022, I mean.
Yeah.
This is not 2020. It's unbreakable!
That's the biggest thing.
You know what's funny is the pick I've been using is one that you gave me to replace one that... I don't know how it got destroyed or something, but we were, I don't know, messing around or it was your fault somehow, and you gave me one of yours to replace it, and it says, from Vicariously 3D on it. I've been using it ever since, and that was months ago. Now I've got
It's very cool, but why sell?
Efficiency 5!
Because that way
Yay,
you can
efficiency
pick up
5.
your ender chests with it.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Life's a happy song.
Okay, time to toss some of this netherrack out of my inventory. Goodbye.
There you go.
Diggy diggy.
Diggy diggy!
Diggy diggy hole. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Quick before the high.
I'm gonna have to change the name on it though.
How about
Cows diggy diggy.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole. Diggy diggy hole.
Didn't want it to
That was
be
a good
OP,
song choice.
but I mean, it's nice to have an unbreakable pickaxe. That's all I'll say.
Yes.
Since you guys are
Okay.
helping, I will let you have that. And it's not OP or anything. You just don't need to repair it. That's the biggest
pretty
thing.
good. I
Harder
like
for us
that.
to read in-game chat with the new YouTube, TikTok, fancy stuff. Oh right.
That song's gonna be stuck in my head now. Oh, I should not have said that.
So what if I were to move it?
You didn't even say anything. Why have I now been replaced? Oh my gosh. The power is real.
If I did that?
Wait, let me check.
Delay.
It's off center and I don't like it.
I was thinking top right corner, to be honest.
Top right corner would be nice.
That's where the toast pop-ups come up. How about this? All right.
The what?
The toast pop-ups. Let's do this.
Nobody cares, see doggy.
Toast.
Yeah, that works.
Is it some disguised toast?
Top left is good. Okay, good.
Peanut butter toast.
Peanut butter toast is good.
I've been having peanut butter sandwiches for work every day since I started this new job, and I'm not sure I like it, but there's
I
nothing else
take
that
a
I can
can
make.
of chunky soup. Today I had jambalaya.
Ooh, liar.
And
Oh,
then
by
I
the way,
warmed it.
Cal, what is
Yes.
your opinion on tomato sandwiches being from the South?
See, I'm not a big fan of just tomatoes.
The
Tomatoes.
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 Yes.
That's one of my favourite things, though. From my head to my toes. Tomatoes.
Tomatoes. Of course, it could be worse. It could be like bush. That's not how you spell that. Yes, it is.
Tomato,
Oh, I
tomato.
spell it. Also, it's walking time. All right, Ninja. Enjoy your walk.
From my head to my toes.
Yeah, it's something. So, Albino, my fiance, her family's from Virginia. So she loves tomato sandwiches.
See, now my mom does BLTs, which she likes.
BLTs are delicious. I love
I got a
BLTs.
friend,
We have BLTs
he's-
for dinner sometimes. Like we just
I like
Yeah,
lettuce. Lettuce on sandwiches is pretty nice.
I got a friend who's he's actually a master mechanic. He was making some comment about the fact that I'm from up north. It's like, dude, I've lived longer here than I did there, so not anymore. And we were talking about it, and we got talking about southern foods, and the comment got made about fried bologna sandwiches. He's like, yeah, I've never really had one of those, and I'm like, dude, I've had those. How can you sit here claiming I'm not southern and you are, and I've had those? It's like, especially if it's fried bologna with an egg on it. Oh, so good.
fried bologna. Oh yeah.
Ah, I got there before you, Huggy.
Children, are we not playing nice?
I forget which tunnel this is.
This is the south tunnel. Emerald.
Okay. Which is missing an emerald because of a piece of bedrock.
Oh. I can fix that.
I just say.
I can fix that. In that movie.
No.
Rude.
I've been picking up every piece of quartz I can get my hands on, too.
And see, I decided to make the pickaxe netherite just in case of lava.
Just in case Doggy falls into lava and loses it.
Yeah.
And then says, nah, I don't need another one.
Well, I think he likes this one. It's Diggy Diggy.
Too OP.
Dang. I'm running low on rockets again.
I really wish I could just smack him with my sword.
I wish I could make like an infinity rocket. That would be cool.
Oh.
That's
We had
called
this-
creative mode.
We have these rockets on TitanCraft. The duration on them, if you were to hold it and just jump and look up, will take you to build limit.
What?
And if you go sideways, you will go to the border. With one
TitanCraft
rocket.
is getting closer and closer to modded every day, I swear. Every season, they get closer and closer to modded.
It's just one of the above items.
Yeah, but still, like,
You get like 10. That's it.
every day just getting closer and closer to modded.
Somebody's leaving this netherite trash all over the floor.
Oh, yeah, that'd be me. Ask me if I care.
Do you care?
Not really, no.
Okay.
Taking the course.
See,
I
look
don't know why I didn't
look how
see that
nice
coming.
the server is behaving today with people on and digging and items and entities. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm just
I've run out of food, I just realized.
You need some
After
food? I
pretty
got
much all week
food
of
in my
just
under chest.
Ooh, people talking at the same time.
I got food
What
in my
is-
under chest, Fauna. If you need food.
Oh, okay. I'm out of food in my ender chest, so that would be great. Thank you. Usually I have
Oh.
my
I'm at
larder.
1300.
leave it there. Leave it
Okay.
there. Coming back.
Alright.
Oh, dang it. I
Oh, do you
did
need
not
one?
Put it back in there.
Here.
No, that's not what I meant. But I mean, I'll take one, but that's not what I meant.
Well, you just
I
look,
forgot.
leave it there. Leave it there. Don't.
I'm 1,000 blocks away, so this is going to take a while.
No, I forgot to put my rockets back in my under chest.
Oh, you need some rockets?
I mean, I still got a few. I just was gonna grab another stack out. I've got a shulker box almost full of stupid things.
And I'm
Actually,
out of rockets now as well.
I
Brilliant.
have more than that. It's just I would feel bad. I'm good. I got 19. I'll
Hell.
survive.
Cal, We have the industrial district where you can literally go and grab as many as you want anytime. It doesn't matter. Take
We've
some.
got so much. I've started making flight duration 3 rockets.
Yeah, I need to start. Those would be nice to have. Okay.
Oh, there you are.
Spoink.
Rockets.
I picked up 2 stacks of netherite. I've got rockets. We're all good.
Blue box is food. Orange box is rockets. Broncos.
Yay, orange. You popped up. Thank you.
Hey,
Yeah,
what's up,
this-
King Miner?
What if I just do that?
Hey, King Miner, you should come on. Just saying. Okay, everything has been repaired. I still have my spare silk that
I'm a little
King
bit
Obvious
concerned.
gave me.
There it is. That's the one.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing.
What did you do?
Nothing.
What did you do?
Nothing. Worry about it. Is the build server still online? No, King Miner, the build server is not online anymore.
I am very concerned.
I took that offline. It was being unused, and I was paying five something dollars a month for it, and so I converted it into my personal world server.
So, King Miner, I did download
Yeah.
the first link you sent me, but you
If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die with this.
think there was a second one? Oh, that's a thing.
Let's play target practice.
Sure you want to play target practice in here?
I mean, no, but this is fun anyway. Whee.
Isn't working out very well.
Okay, no problem.
I'm trying really hard not to hit Kalendor.
I'll go this way.
What if I
Cal,
stand in front
you
of
don't
Cal?
you don't understand why this bow is powerful. This bow is little extra powerful.
Uh-oh.
Just a little extra powerful. That's all. Let's just say there's a reason why Vana doesn't want to land.
No, there is not. Ah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I want to see if you get me now.
Probably not, but
Whee! This is fun. Your shulker box is on the ceiling.
I see it.
Whee! Getting close. Dodging and weaving. Ow. Dodging and weaving.
Touch new even. Ow. Touch new even.
That would be something that Sea Doggy would quote in my channel. There's like 2 quotes where I'm like, I'm untouchable, ow. Uh-oh. I'm gonna run out of rockets in a second.
Hello, ancient debris. Dang, we're really high for an ancient debris.
Oh, ancient debris goes all the way up, dude. You can mine at the top of
Okay.
the nether and still find ancient debris. Ah, I thought I had you on that one.
So far. There's arrows everywhere.
I was staff on the server for a while, so I just put myself in, God mode. Went swimming through the lava looking for every
Uh-oh,
piece
my
of ancient
internet-
debris
my
that was on the
internet is
bottom of
struggling.
the ocean.
My internet's struggling.
It's like,
Oh,
oh, look, a lava sea. I'm gonna find every piece of debris that nobody else can get to.
That's actually the best way to do
Oh, I
it.
nearly flew straight into that one.
Well, I wasn't taking any
And that
away
one.
from the players that way.
Ow. I keep hitting the wall. I wonder when Kojiro is gonna get tired of this. Probably never.
I like target practice. Vaughn, remember, I'm the kind of person that I have fun going to the range.
Yeah, but this is Minecraft.
Same thing. Target
It's
practice is target
really
practice.
Whee!
To improve.
My wife
Improve as
wants
in
to.
not having hit me once yet.
Yeah, but
My
you're a
wife
moving
wants to do
target.
open carry lessons.
Oh
Oh,
yeah!
there you go.
Oh yeah!
Wait,
Not
I'm
having
gonna
hit
switch
me
to your
once
stream
and then
and see
she
if I can-
dies.
That's only because I got cocky and started flying right at you. I'm at spawn.
Well, we're only 1,000 blocks out. You're fine, right?
This might take a while.
We have boats at the, don't we have, like, a chest of boats in
Oh, even though
the...
you're actually not gonna help me. Okay. Fair enough. I'll just walk. Latest death, 1,307 blocks away. Everything's fine. Blocks for mending tunnels, no. Oh my goodness.
She just exploded everywhere, didn't she?
Oh, yeah.
I had a full inventory. Yes, I did.
This is mine. This is mine.
Cal.
My inventory's full. Nothing would have picked up.
We might have a falling out. And I have a super sword.
I have a George.
Um,
You want to see what George does, Cal?
I am keeping this. Oh, let's not do that.
The immediate, oh, let's not do that.
Let's not do that. I am keeping your head, though, Vana.
No! Don't you dare.
She
Since
actually
you have one of
prizes...
mine.
She prizes the heads that are killed by Kojiro.
Maybe. Still organizing my freaking inventory. Okay, good. No, that's not good. Hang on. Cal, give it back. That's not yours. Cal. Cal.
Cal?
You see
We're
what
not
happens?
doing that.
You see what happens?
What?
You want me to do it again?
He's no longer available at the moment. Stop popping my totem.
Give me the head back then.
It's not on me.
I will just. Does this has to count as aggression, Kojiro? Come on. He took something.
Cal.
You're
Give
gonna have
it
to give me a
back.
second. Instead of being a gripey, next time don't tear my stuff apart while I'm trying to build.
Okay, we're doing this then, are we?
Like I said, it wasn't on me. You had to give me a moment.
Where was
Because
it?
you, while I watched you, you straight up just put it in the ender chest and went, "Oh, sorry, it's not available anymore."
Alright, hang on. Hang on.
Alright. Now I got it back out.
You could have just asked me to put down an ender chest.
Oh, I had the ender chest, the one you gave me. But she wasn't giving me the second to reset it, so...
Oh.
But you put it in there to begin with. I don't understand how I'm the bad
Hey,
person.
Sly
here.
Fox, how's it going? Hello, hello. Where'd you go? Oh, hello. Here you go.
You? So if Kojiro
Isn't-
put his hands on it, you
isn't
just put it down on the ground and make it lose its specialness.
Resistance is
Oh, I should have
futile.
done that. Next time.
Oh, if you had, oh boy, we would have had a big falling out. Big falling out. It's one thing if Kojiro does it when he kills me. If you'd killed me and then put it down on the ground, sure. But it wasn't your head to take.
How's it going, Sly Fox? Welcome in. How are you doing today? Whoop. Alright,
Patience
back to
being
digging.
tested today.
What? Oh. But you have Diggy Diggy.
Ow.
Unbreakable.
Flee with extra flee!
Can I help you?
I'm gonna knock you off, but you don't want to be knocked off for some reason.
Because I'm crouching. You can't knock someone off when they're crouching.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. That's just cheating. But you can't do this.
Do what?
You block jump.
What do you mean?
Watch. Fine. Take my specialness away from me, why don't you? Just wanted to be special for once.
I mean, you better. I heard you say, I bet you can't do
You are the
this.
server owner. You are the server owner. That automatically makes you special.
You never
That
have
automatically
anything on
makes
this
you unique.
server.
So what did you say?
You never have anything special in this server.
Can't
You guys
have
are
stuff
mean
on
to
this
me.
server.
You guys are mean to me.
What'd you just throw?
I threw your life.
Let's not.
Oh.
Can't have anything in Detroit.
Let's see if this works.
Hey. Hey!
Stop.
Knock it off.
It's a George stick.
Yeah, but you're trying to knock him into the
Oh, okay, I'll
open
do it this
nether.
way then. If that's your only objection, I'll do it this way.
If it puts him in danger, then it's a no-no.
It's not putting him in danger. I'm trying to hit him back down the tunnel, but he's being a meanie.
No, I'm crouching.
I don't remember.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That was my accident. I'll stop. He stole my head. You deserved it.
Gave it back.
Only after you told him off.
Should not have to talk to you guys and get you to behave. You're adults.
I'm in danger.
What do you mean I am behaving? Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm. Johnny Cash song, yo!
It's at times like this that I regret being on here with you because I like the music. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
Nothing.
What did you do?
Fine. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
now I gotta figure out how to get back up there.
Did you knock him? Oh, nah.
It was an accident!
I even
She was trying to
told you
destroy the
not
floor,
to.
so I couldn't crouch again to keep from getting exactly that happen. Let's see where.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Sly Fox. This is when people don't realize that is
completely
her.
lost.
Isn't
I have no
originally by
idea.
Cash. True. This is a Johnny Cash cover. But I think he did it better. Sometimes the covers are better than the original, in my opinion. It's rare, but it does happen.
What we are, no one in between. How can we?
I am lost. I'm not sure where it was I fell through.
Sea-Doggy's just doing my job for me.
Alright, I think
Yeah.
I found it. Yep.
Oh,
Got it? Oh, there you are. Cool.
something just exploded. Sea-Doggy, was that you?
It's
wasn't-
Stream Raiders time.
There wasn't a creeper, so what just exploded?
Probably Sea Doggy.
Yeah, I got an achievement out of it.
Ah.
Return to Sender is one of my favorites.
Return to Sender is
I
pretty
did
good.
it. And I did it mid-flight.
It's always so satisfying because even though I've done it loads of times, it still takes me a good while to do it again. So every time I get the advancement, it's like, yes, I got it.
This is the best advance.
As I said. No, and the fact that I did it while flying.
That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Face to face.
Stream Raiders time.
Come here.
I'll follow the mods. I troll in other streamers' chat. Oh, are you? Who do you know? Who do you know? What? I'm confused.
Skiz probably.
Oh yeah, probably.
I mean, are you a mod for anyone else? Well, you are,
Richard.
actually. I know that much.
I'm a mod for a lot of people.
Apparently, Kat went to stream herself.
Oh.
Richard, Mel, I think.
Yeah, Skiz. Okay, that's where most people know me from.
That's where I heard your name first. That's pretty much the only reason I clicked on your stream. Actually, two things made me click on your stream that first time when I came in for the first time. One was your name, because I knew it from when I watched you play Among Us with Skiz and Impulse a couple of times. And two, the word interactive.
Ah, yes. The wily interactive streams.
Yep. If it hadn't said interactive, I might not have. But I was curious because I've never seen it before.
You gifted a sub, and then all of a sudden, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I made your stuff go away. The 3 hours later, burn everything. You can have nothing that you love. Everything you love must die.
Oh my gosh, that was back
you're
when
a
the
level.
glass blocks.
Hi there, Sea Doggy.
That's when that was back when the glass box
Gotcha, Sly.
deleted blocks around you.
Yep.
That was fun.
Yeah, Sea Doggy, I think you're one too high.
I mean,
It's alright.
then why are you doing
I got
this,
you.
Yogi?
Now you can take it down without any problems because I just filled it in.
Right.
Funny how it
Yeah.
feels like I've been in this community for a lot longer than I have. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like it's been that long.
This time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. What does it do when you're not having fun?
Slower than molasses.
Well, I mean, you say that, but work goes by pretty quickly each
You can
day.
do that? Okay.
That's because I'm busy, not because I'm having fun.
Well, if you're not having fun and you're not busy, there's a difference.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put another warrior down because why not?
Base unicorn.
And I gotta go do another
It's about the freaking
quest.
Raiders.
Oh, and by the way, Tempsy, I fixed that problem that you were talking about earlier. You can now hear Stream Raiders in the VOD and clips.
Oh, because everybody was worried about.
Well, Sea Doggy brought it up apparently, so that is fixed.
Well. Ugh.
Sea Doggy lives matter too.
Well, I mean,
But do they?
I wouldn't go that far. I cannot wait until.
Can't wait until what?
He
I
says,
can't
"Oi!"
wait till I get to. I can't wait till I get to put out the footage of the four of us playing the entropy mod.
Entropy
I think
mod.
Sea Doggy dies. Yeah.
What is the
You know
entropy
that one?
mod?
I didn't change it to
In
purple.
like I think it's every 45 seconds. You can change the time limit, but for us, it's every 45 seconds a random chaotic event happens. So like it can be a beneficial one, like sometimes it'll give you a full set of iron tools, or it'll make items rain from the sky. So sometimes it's beneficial, but most of the time it hinders you. So like it might open a big pit beneath you, or it might switch your controls around so that when you press the forward arrow, when you press W, you actually go backwards. So it's
I've
just a
seen
bunch
that.
of it's just a bunch of chaotic events that happen every 45 seconds.
So
the four
what you're
of us played
saying
it.
is it's Ivana and Kojiro interactive streams.
I
Do you
mean,
have a weird inventory tweet mod on this?
What do you mean?
Because my normally I can shift and double click, and every item of that will go from one to the other, and it does not work here.
It should.
And I was wondering if maybe it was just flipping out with my inventory tweaks.
Might be your inventory tweaks. 'Cause it works for me.
Because those work just fine anywhere else. That's why
Watch,
I was wondering.
watch. Shift, double click. Shift, double click.
Yeah, now I can hold down Alt and click and everything, and it'll all transfer.
That's weird. That's an inventory tweak.
Yeah, that's not. It's gotta be this version because that's not something normal. I don't know. I just. Eustace put it together for me, so it's like, okay. Not just for me, but he put it together. I was like, okie dokie.
Honestly, Kujira, I'd like to see you tackle the entropy mod. I think it would be fun.
I think I would handle it pretty well.
You always say you like a challenge, so...
I've got too many challenges going on right now, though, at the current moment.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you're ever looking for another one, keep the entropy mod in mind. It's pretty cool. Because you can have it, like, we had to change it from every 30 seconds, because every 30 seconds a new random thing happening was a little bit too much for me. Well, for us, but I mean, even for me. I think I even said during the recording at one point, this is too much chaos even for me. That's saying something. But yeah, it was very fun.
Donna, King Miner would like to know when you think you'll get 1,000 hours.
Well, I mean, I said I'd reach 1,000 subs by the end of the year, and I did it before halfway through the year, so I'm gonna say by the end of the year, probably. I'm gonna be missing.
So I'll let you know. You would have to be here for every minute of every stream for the next 10 months to hit 1,000 hours, because on average I stream about 100 hours a month, according to my analytics.
Ah, okay. By the middle of next year, then. I guess.
Well, I'm saying if you go from 0 to 1,000, you would have to be here for every.
0 to 1,000, not.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what you're at right now. 648. So 4 months. Toward the end of the year, probably. Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Because I do, like I said, I do about
3 weeks.
Yeah, I do about 100 hours a month currently.
That's a lot.
It is, but it's not at the same time. When it's you say it and you're like, that's a lot, but you put 80 hours of work in 2 weeks. So basically just dividing a pay period. I'm driving out a pay period plus 20 hours over the course of a month.
Huh.
That's all. When you say it like that, you're like, oh yeah, you're barely doing anything. You could be doing more.
It's like I guess it's kind of like a part-time job on top of a full-time.
Yeah. Except it's self-employment.
Yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't Twitch technically employ us? But no, not really.
Not really. So we're well, in the U.S., the way that the taxes work is we're classified as self-employed 1099 employees, but we're not really employees.
Hey guys, check this out.
So
Plus, you have to make so much.
Yeah.
You can bother with it.
Yeah. I think it's more than like 500 or something, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because my first payout was like 120.
Yeah. What really sucks is I find it weird that Twitch is like, oh, don't talk about how much you made on stream.
Yeah, at least it's not my stream.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say anything, just in case.
I just think it's weird that Twitch is like that. Like, it's against the TOS to say how much you make in your stream on Twitch. I don't know why that's a thing. Like, I can say how many subscribers I have, but not how, like, I don't know.
I have 4.
Yeah, it's just weird to me that Twitch has
I just
certain
now
rules.
looked. Oh,
You need some help there,
I
Cal?
don't even know how many I
nah,
have.
I got it. It's just a single pocket.
Do gifted subs count as
Yes.
subs?
Yeah, it does.
Oh. Well, in that case, it's gonna have been bumped up by something in particular happening the other day that I'm not gonna say anything about.
Yeah, we broke you good.
Oh my gosh, I still can't believe you did that.
It's fun.
Not even still can't believe you did that. Still can't believe you planned that like in advance.
Why do you think Ben was saying, don't do it when I'm not here?
Oh, I don't know. I assumed he was just being a good mod / friend.
Well, yeah.
I assume that Ben likes me.
I would assume so.
I don't know why I would assume that, but...
Safe assumption.
Is it?
Typically. As Ben has started me in the line of thinking of always assume good intent.
Aw.
When it comes to the people that you trust and the
That's
people
not
that you enjoy being around, always assume good intent.
I'm gonna have to adopt that mindset. Because anxiety makes it very hard to do that.
It does, but once you figure out how to adopt that mindset, believe it or not, it really, really, really helps with your anxiety. It really does. Like, I have felt so much better since I started adopting that mindset. Then, like, it's almost as if you stop worrying about so much. And you're just like, oh yeah, they did this. I wonder why they did that. Well, because then it makes you also think about it. Like, say I were to come and in my Minecraft build, and it was all like, I was building something and you guys had lit it up. It wasn't, you guys weren't trying to grief my build or anything. You were trying to help me stay safe and spawn-proof it.
Yeah.
So, just always assume good intent is
I just suddenly
my
got
new
worried.
favorite philosophy. Huh?
I just suddenly got worried for a second there when you said that. Were we not supposed to? Oh, they're gonna kill me. Uh-oh.
Hold it.
Yeah,
You need help?
She attacked a zombie
It's fine.
pigman.
Uh-oh.
I was trying to get it out the lava. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, boy.
Yep, and they're all going for her
Go
now.
away.
Why would you go down there?
Oh, no.
I got you. Please don't kill stuff with your with the boss sword. That's too much looting. Or at least to
Too
start
much.
carrying flint and steel with you and burning the stuff that you don't pick up with it.
Oh, it would have been so funny if I just whipped out a flint and steel right then, but I didn't have one. Do I have one on me at all? I do.
Here, I got it.
No, I got it.
No, I got it.
So saying.
A
Warning for what?
A warning for what?
I killed all the items on the floor.
Oh, I just thought that was the server doing it.
No, that was me.
So I shouldn't do this.
I can make it so that it kills them on the. I can make it so it does it every 5 or 10 minutes.
Nah, it's
Oh,
okay.
That might be
I was
useful.
getting used to the idea that I have got time when I knock something down.
Oh. Oh yeah, they do that on Titancraft, huh?
Uh-huh. Well, not this season. They did it last season a lot because of the lag.
Yeah.
So,
Well, especially with people not cleaning up their stuff, it causes ridiculous amounts of lag.
Listen.
Sea Doggy, did you lose anything important? Oh yeah, crud. Sorry, Sea Doggy, did you lose anything important?
did you mention us lighting up your base just now?
I was using it as an example.
Not as an example of something we shouldn't have done, right?
No, Vana.
Okay.
For if you ever want to light up anything, I don't. Oh, ancient debris. I don't care if you want to light up any of my builds. And it's mine. Mine.
Okay. I think
Light up any of my builds as
vaguely
you see fit.
recalled-
And you
was gonna say,
didn't even ask. You said, I'm going to light this up for you. I'm like, okay, go ahead. would help
Yeah,
because I just concentrate on building it when I'm going over there and going into the thematic and just placing blocks.
Yeah, Sky's always complaining about my build. She's like, "Yeah, this is not safe. It's not." It's like, just whatever. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's. I often keep forgetting to light up my things as well. Like earlier when I was playing on a different server, I was trying to do stuff with villagers, and I realized zombies kept going in and zombifying them, and I had access to potions, so it was fine. But it was after about 45 minutes that I was like, you know, it'd be easier to just light the place up than to keep curing the villagers again.
Hey, you're getting better trades. That's what you were doing.
I know, but it was getting to the point where my mending guy was already at 1 emerald, so I didn't need to zombify him anymore.
Well, if you do it 5 times, then they stay like that forever.
I tried that. It didn't really work for me, but maybe I needed to...
Okay. So I may be down below collecting bone blocks here.
Cal, we have...
For some reason.
Never mind. I don't want to say you want to play the game. You play the game how you want to play the game. I'll just keep telling you that we have an industrial farm that has stupid, crazy amounts of bones.
I
If
actually
you
came
need
down
them.
for just a bit of soul sand so I could set up my own farm.
Yeah.
Wait, it's down to this level.
Ah! Missed. Let's try that again.
Don't miss next time.
I still haven't eaten anything. That kind of seems important.
Yeah, it probably is. I should probably get coffee at some point.
Plug in my flash drive so I can
Spending time
transfer
with friends is more important.
Star Trek to it.
Yeah, Star Trek.
Because they've got a 500 gig external drive that's got movies and TV shows galore all over it.
Ben says hydrate, but I don't have coffee and I don't have water. I drank the rest of my water before I started streaming.
Hey,
I downloaded all the skins, I made it work, and brought them home.
Boy, I wish I could do that one particular redemption right now, but it's not active.
Okay.
That one's out of water too.
Cut.
Dang it. All my water bottles are empty. I usually have a ton of
Have a
water
full
next to the
inventory.
desk.
I'm gonna go home and...
I'm gonna
empty
go
my
get water really
inventory.
quick. I'm gonna leave some words on stream, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh, actually, I'll be taking a break as well. I think that's a good idea.
Okay. That's right. That also means I now have my red and blue lantern skin home. Oh, he didn't start it, did he? Whoopso. Can y'all still hear me? I'm just kind of curious. Okay. Hey! There he goes. Alright, let's do this.
I've muted the stream. Let's get these words.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Words on plans. Ben, I went to put some food on because I'm hungry.
Oh, you beat me to that one, Clemsy.
the logo didn't work. Oh, there's only one O. Is this the one? It is. Sweet.
Dang it. What was the word? I just was thinking a word, but I
Is
don't
there
think
an
anybody's
S?
gotten that.
There's...
No, there's no S this time.
Is this the word? I'm pretty sure it is a word. I just don't know what.
Just a bunch
Sometimes
of
it
four-letter
doesn't
words
like.
left.
Okay. Sometimes they don't like abbreviations. Actually, no. Alto isn't an abbreviation, is it?
Nope. Type of saxophone. And type of singer.
Because they don't like. I don't think they accepted like tech or something because it's short for technology. Or maybe they do. Maybe popular ones they accept sometimes, but I don't know. Let's start another one quickly.
I didn't know hashtag. I'm gonna have to remember that. I think I'm gonna set that up so they can do that online too. It's like the timer takes forever. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to do that for mine because it'll take forever.
Ben, why are we having a lag break in the middle of stream? Words on stream. I know it's in Stream Raiders. This is not Stream Raiders. No.
Oh, that could be interesting.
Am I? I don't remember. What's tomorrow? Tuesday. Tuesday, tomorrow's payday! Finally.
Same
Often
here,
they can
Ben.
hear us. They can hear us, but they can't hear you.
Interesting.
Yeah, Ben, I used to get paid weekly every Friday, but now it's a monthly job, which is both good and bad. Mostly bad. Well, actually, no. It'll be fine once I actually get paid for the first time. Woo!
That's a word? Okay.
What's the word?
Doyen?
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. You coming back from break now? Or... Wanted to make sure before I start another one. Oh, no, that's alright. I just didn't know whether to start a new one or not.
Alright. Should be good.
Exclamation next.
No. No next for you.
Exclamation continue.
No next. So it's exclamation continue when you fail, exclamation next to start a next round, and exclamation
No,
start.
it's restart.
Oh, it's restart.
When you fail.
Right. Exclamation restart, exclamation start, and exclamation continue.
Next.
Oh, next. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't set things up. I've been trying to work on.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
I've been trying to work on an on-screen death counter that you can control through chat and updates
Why would you-
on screen.
You're
This
smart.
sounds
You know
weird,
things.
but okay.
I don't know how to do things. Death
King
counter
Miner,
is too technical for me.
it's not. It's so you can't get it to. You can yes, I can use a counter, but I can't have it be chat driven or on screen at the same time as the counter. So there's a difference. Get it as long as Parker. Yay, work.
Yeah, I have to proctor tests tomorrow, so. I don't even get to teach. I just got to proctor tests.
Did you just spectate
Proctor
your way out
test.
of that?
Maybe
Oh,
having
come
perms has its perks.
on. Having perms has its perks.
Yep.
You're just like I said. What I said. Do you guys have corn?
You have
And not
corn.
like corn as in not corn as in like sweet corn. I mean like QUORN. Corn. It's a brand.
Corn.
Corn. It's we pronounce it the same as corn, but it's corn.
Corn. Just like yours is Bawana.
We don't talk about
Did you notice he did it again the other day?
No.
it. Did what?
Did you notice Skids did it the other day when you gifted subs?
I did not. I actually didn't. Has he gone back to calling me that?
He did. He said Vawana, and then he said Vana. Thank you for those subs. He corrected himself.
I thought it was hilarious, and then you had to go and
Wanna?
Vawana. Vawana.
don't be saying that.
I have reached out, by the way, to a voice actor just so I can get, because she does these minion voices on TikTok, and she's a professional, and so I have reached out to her to see if she'd be willing to just record Wanana for me.
Oh my god, really?
Yes.
Gosh. Are you serious?
Oh yeah, I don't joke when it comes to my stream stuff. When I get an idea in my head, I do it. I mean, you really think that I wanted to put the Baby Shark animation for Puka and pay for that and make that a thing in my chat?
Yeah.
No. But it was an idea I had. I thought it would be fun for chat, and so I'm going to do it.
How many?
Minion voices
Oh,
aren't one I can do.
I don't have enough bits to play it.
No, but it's for you.
Okay, you know what?
Come back, 3 months.
Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark, baby shark, baby shark.
I'm almost at 4,000.
I was gonna make a point and then I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that my name is Vonana in your Discord. And then you only just noticed the other day, and it was like, it's been like that for weeks.
I'm very perceptive. Very,
It's
very
okay.
perceptive.
And hers, Kojiro's name is Kojirko, so.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
was
changed
gonna
it
say,
to
it's
the
like
jerk, but and then it was Kojirko, and I'm like, oh, we changed it to Kojirko.
It was a while ago. Someone said, I think it might have been even Sea Doggy, who said his name is the Jerk, but imagine if his name was Kojirko. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. Yep, it was Sea Doggy. Sea Doggy wants credit for that. Because of course he does.
Of course he does. See, doggy. Why wouldn't he want credit?
I'd want credit for it, to be fair. It's a funny pun.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be helping. I will take that pick away from you.
I have been helping.
You are placing blocks, not getting rid of them.
I've been helping this whole time, so sue me. Actually, don't. I can't afford to be sued.
I don't know how an American would sue a British person, actually, come to think of it.
What would you sue me for?
I don't need more pounds. I got enough weight as it is.
And I don't need any squid. So.
I mean, quid?
No, when I was growing up, I called it squid because I thought that's what it was. I thought that's how it was pronounced, was squid.
It's like bucks, isn't it?
Yeah, bucks.
No, grand. No, that's different. Hang on. You say grand. We say grand as 1,000, and you say grand as well. Bucks.
Is it? Yeah.
Because you say like 20 quid to mean 20 pounds, and you'd say 20 bucks to mean $20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So quid and bucks are the same thing, but just different dialects.
Yeah, but I always, for some reason, I always pronounced it squid. I was a weird child, okay? I pronounced gel pens, because if I get something in my head, that's what it is until someone corrects me. And if no one corrects me, then that's just what it is. So for the longest time, gel pens were draw pens.
Oh,
Like draw with an L.
S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R.
He had a drawl.
Yeah, it was
like that. What the heck, man?
I know, but I never like. I grew up kind of poor. Okay, so like those were the things that like the rich kids in school had at the time, and I wanted them. So I was like, "Hey, can I use your draw pens?" And they would never correct me, and they would just make fun of me for pronouncing it stupid.
Oh.
But if it just goes along with, if you don't correct me, then I'm not gonna know any better. So I would rather you correct me.
Growing up in the 60s sound like it sucked.
I'm just waiting for the reaction on that one.
I'm waiting for something to happen to me. He's just looking at me.
Then Sea Doggy just piles on.
That's just unrealistic. Sea Doggy, that's just unrealistic.
Says the baby.
It's more... He's older than me, or are you saying to me?
Both of you.
He's older than me. Where do you think the Tempsy is 25 thing came from?
Yeah, and you're a child. You're an infant.
I'm really not. I have a mortgage.
So, I was going to ask about that. Do you own the flat then?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
That's cool.
Honestly, I know I was in a very fortunate position. I would have had to rent somewhere if not for my parents. My parents, I feel like I probably shouldn't say this because it's gonna either come across as like braggy or like entitled, but my parents are in a very strong financial position, so they were able to gift me the £70,000
Wow.
deposit.
That is
so
crazy generous.
Yeah.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. So I only needed a $34,000 mortgage, which is only about, I think it's about $300 a month that I'm paying off, which is quite manageable for me. So
that's not that. No, okay, now I'm less worried about your finance. I'm not. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. With the amount of subs you've given, I'm like, what does she do for work? Like, what? I confused.
I'm on only just above minimum wage.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, how can you afford to do things? And now I'm less worried because even I'm just like, I wish I was only paying $300 a month to live in my house. I'm paying $1,300 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment.
Jeez. Okay, yeah, I know I'm really, really lucky, and I am not taking that for granted at all.
My wife and I are paying $600 a month for this house.
Yeah, but you probably live in a rural area.
We live literally just on the outside of the city limits.
Yeah. It's still pretty rural, not urban. Or am I getting that backwards? I never know.
What's that?
Rural is usually like out in the country.
Okay, so yeah.
Urban,
this is still pretty urban.
Yeah, urban is like city, town, and then rural is out there.
Yeah.
And we're lucky enough to have some amazing neighbors, so...
I'm living very, very urban. Like, I live literally next to the driver's license division in my area. Which, I mean, I can say that and not even worry because there's like 8 of them out here. In just this small little town that I'm in. But I'm still paying $1,300 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment. And we're looking to try to find a house because rent sucks.
Yes, it does. And I've never actually rented anything.
Well, I'm using my VA loan, but my child support is getting in the way, so it's hard to find a lender that'll work with me because of it.
Yeah, I got sole custody. I didn't have to worry about that.
Good for you. Really. I'm being serious. Good for you. I wish I could see my kids more often.
It helped that she didn't show up.
Yeah, that would help. That would help.
Took 20 minutes. Shit. There's a hole in the ground.
Ooh, buddy.
I'm glad.
Sorry. That
You're good.
surprised me. Random
I
hole
know.
in the middle of the ground.
That's all right. I did it. I did that yesterday, and I said a bad word. I hit a naughty word. I think they
Just
smited me
walking
for
along
it too.
digging, next thing I know, oh, I'm falling. This is not good.
I've been impaled.
You know what that makes me? You know what it makes me think of is that scene in Endgame where he's figured out time travel,
Yeah.
and his daughter's behind him.
Sucks for internet. My closest neighbor is over a mile away, and it sucks for internet service. Yeah, it does. I can smite Cal, but I'm not going to because I'm not a jerk. I mean, I am.
I mean,
I am a jerk. I am a jerk. But I'm not that big of a
Now
jerk.
I gotta
I'm a
find a
nice
way back
jerk.
up here
As
somehow.
I've told people many times, I am the nicest jerk you will ever meet.
No, see, I'll tell you the difference. You're a jerk, but you're not an a-hole. You see?
Accurate.
Because, like, there's a difference. Because, yeah, you're a little bit of a jerk, but you know when to stop and you know when to be nice.
I know
A-holes
I know where the
don't.
line is.
Exactly. A-holes don't, and they often don't care either, which you do. So,
I made it back, yay!
but yes, you are a jerk. Mr. When this song is stuck inside your head.
Where did I hit that hole? So that's not good.
One of these days, I am going to have a dream about that song.
It could be worse. You know, when I started working at Walmart when I was 18, I had a dream about the Walmart beeping. It invaded my dreams. And I was like,
Oh
nope,
my
don't
gosh.
like that. And
I've had that
I still
before.
worked there for like 2 years, and I was like, this sucks. Because I had the Walmart, like,
Yeah.
I was dreaming that I was at work. That's how stupid my life was. I'm like, I don't like this. I go home to get away
Even
from
though-
work, and I dream about work.
Yeah, even though they don't exist anymore, every now and then I had this dream that I went back to work at Blockbuster.
Oh,
It's like,
gosh.
they don't even exist anymore.
That's too
Yeah,
close
I
for
get that.
comfort.
I've been at my job for about 3 or 4 weeks. Third week in, I'd already had a dream about that place. I don't like it. What was the worst part was back in my other job when my anxiety was at an all-time high, I would almost every night wake up in like a cold sweat in the middle of the night because I keep thinking I hear the sound of my work phone ringing.
Oh.
That was like...
That's one of the negative things about working from home is it's really hard to separate work from home. Especially
Yeah,
if you use
that's
the
true.
same computer or the same work area for, like, if you're gaming.
Yeah, I'm really glad I don't anymore. Although part of me does miss working from home because, you know...
'Cause then you can just play Minecraft all day and record and edit. If you're
I don't
slow.
record during work because just in case they call me. But yeah, I used to be able. The main thing was I used to be able to watch people streaming in the day, whereas, you know, now Richard either streams late at night or during the day.
Really early in the morning.
I can't watch him. Yeah, I can't watch him during the day now. He's always like, "I'm going live now," and it's like midday my time, and I'm like, I can't watch because I'm at work. And I don't. And it
Yeah.
sucks.
I know,
See,
I'll
it's
be at
always
work, I'll
it's
see
either
the-
it's either 4 a.m. for me or 3 in the afternoon when I'm going live, or when I'm already live.
Yeah, I'll be at work 8 in the morning. For sure, it's gone live. No, Richard Thornton has
I'm
gone
like,
live.
excuse me, when the heck have I gone live? I haven't
No,
gone live
sorry.
at 8 a.m. in a long time.
Richard
I was
Thornton.
gonna say, I remember the Mass Effect streams when you were live during my afternoon. That was
Yeah,
fun.
those were fun. It was just hangout
was-
streams.
Yeah, I'd never seen anything about Mass Effect before, and I still don't really fully understand it. But
Well, I do plan on starting it back up soon and just playing a full good playthrough of it, the Paragon playthrough of it, because the last time I did a Renegade playthrough of it. And then
Yeah,
we
I
can
always
save
like doing
Ben's
good
robot friend. Because I know he was very sad
always
that the
like
robot friend died.
oh, that sounds like Ben. Yeah, I always prefer the good playthroughs if I can. Like even it's so funny how deep my anxiety runs that even just choosing a mean dialogue that won't really affect anything in a game makes me go, no, I don't want to do that. I'll hurt this fictional digital character's feelings.
Yeah. That's the way I've always explained it to people. I like playing the good person in games because doing good things makes me feel good.
Yeah. Exactly.
Doing bad things makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, when I had to kill off Rex in that, oh, that was the hard one. I actually had to go back because they're like, no, that wasn't Renegade enough. I'm like, but I saved him. It's okay. It's still Renegade. It counted towards Renegade. They're not Renegade enough. Fine.
Oh my god.
So I went back and then it killed him.
Oh.
Very sad. It was very sad.
I don't like using it as a build.
I'm never going to be able to do a genocide playthrough of Undertale because I just love the characters in the game too much, and like not even for curiosity's sake. I will just watch someone else do a genocide route because I don't want to kill these characters. That's mean and that's horrible.
Heartbreaking, says Ben. Yeah. Don't worry, Ben. We'll be able to save Legion someday.
Oh.
It might just be pop-up streams where just like, I feel like playing Albino's working, and I'm not working right now, so play some Mass Effect. You guys are going to just come along for the ride.
Kajiro.
What?
Beam Raiders.
Oh. Thank you.
I was going to do exclamation charge, but I thought I could actually just say it.
Yeah, you could.
But yeah, I'll show it for Mass Effect. It's a curious game, so I'm curious for the game. I'm curious about the game.
There you go.
I'm curious about the. I'm curious about the game, so yeah, I'll drop in. As Cal says, hard are words.
Yes, harder words.
I need an emote that says that. I might design that tonight.
I want to design a better Becca Sue emote.
So Vana, I would recommend Canva.
Is that on the computer? I think I tried.
So it's a website. Canva is a website.
Is that with a C or a K?
With a C. So like Canvas, but without the S.
Oh. I think that's one of the ones I did try, and I couldn't get the text to move how I wanted it to.
Yeah, so you have to kind of fiddle with it a little bit, but it has a lot of good resources on there, and that's how I was able to make the Discord emote that I made for you.
Which one was that?
Sunbath.
Oh, the fish.
The Sunbath. I did that on mobile so fast. I was like, "Oh, I'm on that. I am on that."
I think I was trying to say dumbass, and then it came out as sunbase or something like that, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna get memed to high heaven."
And it did.
It was not anticipating making an actual freaking emote. I mean, to be fair, we still call Ebony a special fish, so that's from something she said like a month ago.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah. She was trying to call it. She was playing Stardew Valley, and she was trying to say legendary fish because that's what it's officially called. And she said, "Oh, it's a special fish," and now we call her a special fish. Because why not? Create a design. I'm gonna do this right now. Logo? No.
What?
Would logo be best? Canva is not one that I used, actually. I used something else.
You can just search up emote, and it'll give you a different thing. And
Twitch
then
emote, okay.
Yeah, Twitch emote. It's a thing. It's a thing.
Oh no, this is one that I used. Okay.
Okay, we'll see that in about half an hour.
Get out of my way, zombie pigman.
There are really not many options if you don't have Pro.
Yeah, I got Pro originally because I was using it for a lot of stuff, and then I stopped using it because if you're not using it all the time, Pro's not worth it. But I mean, it has a lot of resources. How do I lie? How do I lie, Sea Doggy? What am I lying about?
Well, I mean, he lies about a lot of things, but...
Never lie about my age unless I'm going to a club. And I tell them I'm 50 because why not?
Why not indeed?
It's really funny when you tell people you're a lot older than you actually are, and they're like, wow, you look really good for your age.
Oh,
What are
I
you
am
doing?
dreading when the for your age comes out.
My favorite
That's
is
gonna
when they're
suck.
like, what do you suggest? How do you maintain your skin and look so good? And how do you keep such a youthful look? Well, Pepsi.
Yes. I got a spam phone call today while I was at lunch, so I answered it. He's like, I'm going with such. How you doing today, sir? I said, dead. He goes, well, that's good to hear, sir. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, you know what the best are is when Albino, who's legally blind, has never owned a car in her life, gets the spam calls of, hi, we're trying to contact you about your car's warranty. Would you like to talk to us for a second? He's like, it's her favorite thing because she tries to mess with them sometimes.
Resistance is futile.
Oh, I always mess with them.
That's brilliant.
Say, work me on. And
Hey,
then
Dempsey.
Shadow Minx for the resub 5 months in a
Dempsey,
row.
there is a group. Feel free to join the group.
Oh, Tempsy joined. I was like, why are you saying hi to her joining the stream? She's been here the whole time.
You know.
I was confused.
You were confused?
Can I voice chat invite Tempsy Joy? I can. But will she accept?
That is the question.
Do we want to hear Tempsy's voice?
Typically.
I may have heard it before.
What do we want to hear? No, I'm joking.
Gonna stick with text tech
Aw.
for today. Alright, no worries. That is your prerogative. Need a shovel. Does anybody have a shovel?
I
Me?
do. What do you need a shovel
I
for?
do. I want to give it a shovel. No, I want to be helpful. Let me be helpful.
I've already been digging all the soul sand and the soul soil here.
And then Ben joins the game.
Double mint,
yeah.
hello.
Why do I feel like something's about to happen when my mods join the chat?
I think if Ninja joins, you'll be in trouble.
Just need to do something super quick. Okay, yeah, that's not sus.
Where do you need the shovel?
Z-Dog needs an open chat.
Yeah, you don't need the invite to join it, dude. You could have joined it any time.
Just like Tempsy. Get left out of one or two things and like, well, okay, then I guess it's fine that I don't get an invitation, or it's fine that you don't think of me. It's fine, I love you both, okay?
I don't. I put up with you both.
I mean, I like you like friends, I'm just saying.
Okay, but listen, I said that because they're two of my best friends and I love them very much.
Ooh, there are hats?
So
Pickle hat.
the mods have the ability to view inventories and change inventories. Like if I wanted to, I could take that shovel out of your hand. Or I could put a random item on your head for a hat. You've heard of the alphabet soup, right? Get ready for those times new ramen. It's a good one.
Nah, for a while there, I couldn't join a server without making me stab. And I'm like, y'all gotta stop doing this.
That what?
I said, for a while there, I couldn't join a server without. I have to play for a while, and the next thing I know, the owner's coming at me going, hey, you want to be staff? Not really. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
And when you're dealing with old public servers and kids, that's not so much fun.
Yeah, see, that's why I do it like Impulse and Skiz and Tango do it. I've got applications, so if you want to, you can, but they're not, the applications aren't always open. I'll let people know when the applications are open.
Yeah. I ain't so worried about it. I'm here to play.
Yeah, most people are, and that's fine. That's why I'm not like gonna approach people and be like, "Hey, do you want to be my mod and do all this work for free?"
Well, the first guy was because he switched it to a faction server and did not know how any of the stuff worked.
Ah.
And I sat there, and I just sat there running through the commands going, okay, so this works, this works, this works, and the next thing I know, I'm telling everybody how to do stuff, and he's messaging me going, so you know how to do all this? You want to be staff? I'm like, damn it. Okay, I guess.
Hey, here you go, Vonna. It's your favorite song.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, we have it muted. I'm curious now.
Oh, Diggy Diggy. That's not my favorite song. I thought you meant Amarillo.
I just thought the song House Rules fit what you were doing yesterday.
It did. It did indeed. More songs need to be added though, because the playlist is only like 5-something hours long.
Well, I mean, if the redemption was cheaper.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm thinking about changing it, to be honest with you.
Personal noise right now.
Yeah.
Alright, let me find a nice song.
No, I'm thinking about changing the redemption. I'm thinking about having 2 different redemptions. Add a song to the queue, or add a song to the playlist. The playlist is going to be a little bit more expensive, but adding a song to the queue, it'll play next, basically.
Actually, I like this song a lot. Hang on. I'll sacrifice 2,000 points for this. And I'm back down to 60,000. I'm never going to get off this.
Oh, Vonna, you keep complaining.
Shoy! Seriously!
What?
That's twice!
I'm not even going to get to listen to it. That's the problem.
What happened, Cal?
Another hole.
Wait, why do I have an anvil on my head?
Because Ben.
I gotta see this. Ow, what in the world?
That's great.
I
love it. I love it.
Look at me. I have an anvil on my head.
Alright, I'm curious.
Not even on my head, it's in my head.
Okay. You have a mohawk.
You do. You do. It's a Vonna hawk.
Vonna! Oh no. I was gonna ask Ben for a specific thing. And now he's just giving me an anvil. Oh my gosh.
Ben's like Oprah. You get a hat. You get a hat. Everybody gets a hat.
Mm-hmm.
What now?
Need to clear the floor.
Oh my gosh, hang on.
Dang it, I should have renamed those boots while I had them off. Oh well. Trying to think, Ben. There's something because I've been on surface where you can do it yourself. I'm trying to think of what it was I always liked to use.
What would be funny to have on my head?
Curse of Binding Pumpkin.
I would just die.
Really?
I mean, no, maybe not. It would be fun.
I watched that happen.
I was in my inventory. I saw it happen.
Wait, I want to... Oh my god.
That's
What the heck?
cursed. That's so cursed. You look like a robot now.
I want to find something funny to put on my head.
Oh, Vonna, get the dragon egg.
I don't have a dragon egg on me. Dang it. Do I? No, I don't. I do have 42 anvils, because of course I do.
Yeah, an end rod would be nice.
A golden apple.
I still
take my
can't believe I
anvil off.
found 2 notch apples in that one chest in hardcore. I was
I found.
Okay.
You know what's funny? I once found 2 other sides in one dungeon.
Where did I fall through? I was gonna fix that.
You know what, Ben? I trust you. Just put something on my head. I don't mind what.
found out he is not Triton Rod found out he is not a good man. What?
Oh my
Who's not
lord! I have a visor. Oh my gosh! Look at this.
Now, what do you look like, Ellie Beatmaker now?
Wait, look. Look at the top of my head.
Oh, gotcha, Shadow. Yes, my
I
love.
like it.
You want to play Mario tonight? Well, what you're saying is you want me to watch you play Mario?
Yeah.
Okay.
It also looks like I've got. If I look up, it kind of looks like I've got a Kojiro beard.
You kind of look like I was gonna say kind of a RoboCop thing.
I look like a watcher. That's what I look like. Like how people popularly draw watches. That's pretty funny.
Oh yeah. Oh, and we gotta apply adult for you.
Ben, what have you got on your head? Oh my gosh, that
An
is so
azalea
cool.
bush.
Look at Ben. Kojiro, look at Ben. Look. Why does that actually work?
Like that's
That actually really works as a hat.
You ever right? The contractor that I was telling you? Oh,
Yeah, sorry. Ben's putting random blocks on people's heads, and he put a tree on his
I
head.
did take it off.
And now it looks like Ben has hair. He has green hair now.
That actually looks perfect.
I was trying to think of
if
something
and
better.
is right.
Oh, no, get out of it. It looks like Ben. It looks like Ben's emo hair.
Ben, we're twinsy.
Tempsy looks so pretty.
If and is Ryan.
Look at
Ow.
Tempsy, she looks pretty.
Oh, look at that.
Wait, can you try
I'm
putting
going
a
to tell you
spore
guys a
blossom on
story
my
about
head?
how I offended my favorite contractor today. So once upon a time, I called him to talk about a psycho customer, like a weekly. It's honestly like a week. And yes, all them are crap.
Okay, that's fine.
Ben,
I've got
what would
people
happen
talking in
with
my
the
head.
spore blossom?
Okay, well that sucks.
I would really like to see what a spore blossom would
Story
look
time
like on
with
my head.
Albino.
Honestly.
I was
And
more thinking
we
mine.
were
but I was
talking
kinda-
about
yeah.
how
Yours
miserable
too.
California
Yours
is.
work.
I asked first.
I'm like,
I
why do
said
you
it
live there
first.
if you're so
No, I said it
miserable? That doesn't
first.
make sense. And he's
Well, I know
like,
what the sea
because
turtle does.
I
I've
have
seen
all
that.
of it here. I have snow, I have surfing, I have hiking, I have
Nice.
football, and he's
That
like,
is
isn't
so
that
funny.
so amazing?
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
And I was like, no.
I like it.
That's actually
I'm not even
adorable.
listening to them. All I see is Ben put a spore blossom on his head. Now it looks like he's wearing a pink floppy hat.
And
Here, look.
I was like, Ben, you're so adorable. Look at you, little guy. Aww. And I was like, no, that sounds awful. And him, actually, oh, okay. I like, you could tell I like legitimately hurt his feelings. And I'm like, Ryan, I'm albino.
I mean, it works
What
really
part
well
of
with
it
your
that are
skin
you
there,
missing?
Ben.
Like, I cannot walk to my mailbox without getting a sunburn. Want to know what his response was?
Hmm.
Should have tried harder to be normal. I offended him. He never talks to me like that. So people are
The
bashing
scaffolding
on me
does
today.
work so well.
That's my story. Did Stream enjoy it?
Stream did enjoy it. You want to say hi to Ben? Ben's
a
not
shulker shell.
doing voice chat, but yeah, you can say hi to Ben. Ben, right now I've got in the group
Yeah,
Cal,
try a
me, and
shulker shell
Vana.
on my head. That would be kind of cool.
Hi, albino.
Hey, Vana.
Hi.
What you doing?
We're getting things on our head. Ben's putting things
Shadow
on our
makes
heads.
us hi as well.
Hi, Shadow.
Okay, I'll do that too.
I have
I
a
like it.
dragon egg on my head, and it
Yeah.
looks like I have a
King
visor.
Minor supply. King Minor.
Hey,
King Miner.
Hi, Vonna.
They're in chat though.
Aw.
Don't say Nirvana, she's my friend. I didn't agree to share with you. Well, I didn't.
Dempsey says hi.
Hi, Tempsy.
She's on the server, but she's not doing voice right now.
I've adopted Fauna and Tempsy. I'm gonna go to where they live,
Baby?
and I'm gonna feed
Baby, Dempsey has a teenager.
Okay. Fauna,
You can get away with adopting Vana, but I don't
even
think...
though that you're technically an adult, can I adopt you?
No, because then we'd have to take care of her. I don't want to take care of Vana. I already have to put up with her.
Oh, we've already determined that Vonna doesn't have to worry about that.
That's mean.
Fauna, I'll adopt you. I wasn't asking for his permission. He doesn't wear the or I do.
I'm currently wearing shorts, thank you very much, Miss. I have to have the heater on.
I have fuzzy pajama pants on because it's cold.
I've got a nice hat on now.
I'm still
quit.
adopting Vana. Vana, do you
Oh my
consent
gosh,
to me
the
adopting
slap.
you?
Sorry, what?
Do you consent to me adopting you?
Absolutely.
See, she consented, so it's happening.
Well, that's going to be a lengthy adoption process because she's foreign.
So we're just... Vana, do we have to go through the legal channels of adoption, or can I just come get you? Kind of like you do at the pet
That
shelter.
would be consensual kidnapping, so I agree to that.
She said it's consensual kidnapping, and she agrees to that, so that's what we're gonna do.
That's still illegal.
Oh, she consented.
It's smuggling a person over the border.
She's my seeing eye human. There is no smuggling. She is my seeing eye human. They legally have to accommodate me. The ADA says so. Yes, they do. If my job has to accommodate me, the government has to accommodate me. Right, Donna?
This is the best thing ever.
I don't think that's how that works.
No, nobody asked you.
Oh, the teacher, he knows things.
Okay, I still didn't ask him. If I wanted to be corrected, I would call my boss back.
This is so funny. Oh. What's even funnier is this: if this
I wish you
hypothetical
guys could
scenario
see this.
happened, it would be like. Apparently,
Who you
Kojima
asking,
would just have
Fancy?
no say in this whatsoever. Apparently,
No, you don't. And I'll feed you Oreo.
Ah.
You dancing to the song?
Ah,
I was wondering what you were dancing to.
I like this song.
Oh, it's one of my
How good is
favorite
this?
songs.
This is High Hopes by Panic at the Disco.
Yeah, it's Panic.
I'm a tree. And I'm a tree. Found a Star Trek game I think you'll like. Oh, I've pretty much seen all of them, King Minor. Which one is it?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious too. Which one are you talking about?
I have seen that actually.
Oh my gosh!
I thought about
Ben is
trying.
free.
I thought about just trying the Star Trek Online.
Hi, Ben. Mr. Zero Deaths.
How come Ben's not on the voice chat? I want to say hi to Ben.
Because Ben doesn't like having his voice out.
And we respect
And that's
that.
fine.
Absolutely, we respect that. Because Ben is awesome.
I'm gonna
Double
Ben-
mint awesome.
I'm gonna make Ben come to Utah and then go to Ulta with me so I can use him as the makeup tester.
He probably would let you.
I know he would. Because he would get fed.
That's true.
Lana, you can come too, and then I'll take you to Ulta, and then I'll buy you food.
And she'll teach you about makeup.
Aw.
I will teach her about makeup. I will
Love
also
that.
use her so I can swatch collars because I don't have a lot of arm space. Every
I'd
time I
actually really like to go.
you can come. We'll get you lots of glitter.
Ooh.
They came out with a Pride palette, that it's all glitter for Pride and the different Pride flags. And it's like 180
That is
bucks,
cool.
but I want it.
That is so cool.
It's so, And okay, look, the one they have for I don't know what flag it is, but it has purple and pink and black and white, right? That glitter, like, because it's all of them like kind of combined, but it's so pretty, and I'm like, that just brings out like my inner goth child, and I'm so about it on so many levels. It's so pretty. Okay, you can have this back. I stayed for the song, Vana, but I love you.
Love you. Aw.
And now she's just dancing to the song and not giving me my headphones back. And now I know what it looks like to be not the streamer. And what you come and do if I'm just jamming out to stream. Are you okay? I'm gonna go with no, you're not okay.
No, I'm not okay. I've had a very bad day at work. Let me be happy.
Try.
Anna, I give you permission to beat up Kojiro, who's being very mean.
Don't say that, because she will. She has a very strong sword.
Get him, Vana.
Does that count as permission for PvP?
I don't know what that is, but sure.
Player versus player.
Sure. Now, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Will you just be my, like, gamer dictionary? I know a lot of things.
Well, I do have 3 degrees.
I have no degrees. We are not the same.
It also took me quite a while to do it, so.
What are your degrees in?
I have a bachelor's in history with a minor in education, an associate's degree in computer, basically information technology, which is computers. And I am certified to teach English as a foreign language.
How can be my friend?
Don't have to yell. You did.
Al, I have a job offer for you.
I'll find out. I beat up Kojiro. I shot
Doggy
him in
is
the
thinking
my
about
wife
the
already
thing.
said we couldn't move out.
Doggy does. He just digs.
It does not require you to move out here. You can do this remote. I will just ask you how to tell me professionally and politely to say very mean work.
A little too far away from the microphone on whatever that was.
I see. Oh, I'm taking away the piggy. I said, I will just hire you. You can do this remotely. I'll just send you chats. How do I professionally tell someone this? And then you can tell me how to professionally and politely basically tell people to leave me alone and walk off a cliff.
To F off, maybe?
Well, so other than my normal go crawl in a hole and die? Okay.
Look, Anna, I have told my boss on many occasions to quite literally F off.
And then he tells us that he's going to burn our house down.
Yes, and then his response is, I'll burn your house down, and I go, okay, cool.
I'm seriously concerned now. Excuse me?
He has a very odd relationship with her boss.
My boss is my best friend. Tells me about his cat who actively jumps out of windows, and it's like a 5-story drop, and his cat's fine. He'll call me just to help. We also call each other to talk crap on people. It's great.
That does sound like a very odd relationship, not gonna lie.
What happens when you're the baby?
Aw.
But I'm the favorite because I have absolutely no filter, and I don't really care about people's emotions. I'm like, oh, well, I hurt your feelings. That sounds like a problem. If you are not within my immediate friend circle, I don't really care. So therefore, everybody in stream is protected because I care about you all very much.
Well, that's good because I'm very sensitive.
Anna, if anyone ever makes you cry, you let me know. Let me know, and I will remove their souls from their body. Ask
Well,
Kojiro.
I mean, Kojiro made me cry the other day, but it was a good kind of cry, so does that count?
I don't know. Do you want me to remove his soul from his body? Because I kind of need him right now.
Yeah, I
okay,
need
that's
it.
alright. He's exempt. He's exempt. It's fine. And to be fair, it was a good kind of cry anyway, so it's okay.
If anybody ever legitimately hurts your feelings, let me know. I don't
I
have to
will.
be nice to people, and I have no sensitivity in my body unless it comes to old people.
I want you to know, Albino, that while I love you very much, I'm also very intimidated by you, so...
Aw. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult.
No,
You can
it's
still
very
hear you,
much a
Kajira. I
compliment.
know.
Sounded mixed.
No, it's a compliment. I love her very
I
much,
know,
but she's also very intimidating, and that's a very good thing.
Ben, that thing I gave you.
Alright,
very
I gotta
easy
go
to
back
do.
to work before I actually get in trouble.
Okay.
Aw, have fun.
I have like 5 people I need to go pay. I don't want to pay them though, because I don't really like them.
Yeah, but they need to be paid.
Okay, and you know what I need?
People need to be paid.
Salad.
I need to be
You will
paid.
get a salad after I'm done streaming.
A sunflower seed?
I love the fact
I don't know
this
where
was
we're
on
gonna
the
get a
right.
salad with sunflower
You
seeds.
can go to like,
I was gonna go to
Sunflower seeds
Cafe
are so
Rio.
good.
I love sunflowers. I
Oh, you
want
do.
one with like mandarin orange. I have mandarin orange. Here
You
you
did
go.
have that. Oh, I need to take it back. You take
Bye,
it from me,
guys.
but I have to take it back. Okay.
Bye.
Hi, guys. Oh, hi, Ben.
Oh, fine, Ben.
And away. And away.
Oh, he just went down there. Ow! Now this guy's attacking me. You have. Oh gosh, nope, he's actually hurting. Nope, he's actually hurting me. Don't touch me. I'm on very low health. No, no. How did I know?
Well, how many times did you spleef me and scare the crap out of me? Just cause?
You were about to shoot me in the face, or the
And?
back, or something, and kill me immediately. I
And?
just give you a little fright sometimes. It's not comparable.
Hey, equal and opposite reaction. You shoot me, I shoot you. That works.
Oh,
It'd shoot me.
maybe. But that's because Albino told me to.
And you're still wearing my skin.
It's not your skin.
It is my skin.
Nope, it's not fully your skin, it's just your outfit. That's all.
I'm sorry, does the shirt say Kojiro on it?
No, it has a K on it.
Vaughn is Robocop. True.
Well, I
It
could,
does look so cool that it looks like I have a visor, and that is really cool.
I mean, Vaughn, I could always take his current skin and just make the head look like him. Then it would be him wearing the clothes.
That'd just be weird. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that.
I mean, you're barely comfortable with this, so...
I am. I am barely, very, barely comfortable with that.
It's funny. Goodbye.
It's Stream Raiders time anyways.
The only 2 people I have skins of, like outfits of, are Kajura and Sea Doggy. And Sea Doggy doesn't even care.
Doggy doesn't care about a lot of things.
Yeah, that's why
Wait a
he's Sea
second.
Doggy. You having fun down there? No, you're not down there anymore. Where'd you go?
Ninth? What?
Oh, you're
Ninth
okay.
circle? Do you
Why
want to know?
can I not fly? Ah!
Okay.
Here.
Wait, what the heck?
Look at your watch.
Is Ben doing something?
I don't know, probably. Good.
Okay, Ben, I'm sorry, I'll stop. Ew, I picked up thingy.
Hey,
Was
King
that
Obvious, how's it going? Multitasking.
Nah, Temsy's not multitasking. Don't know what you mean.
No, he is Kong Obvious, not King Obvious. Kong Obvious.
Yeah, I don't know who King Obvious is. Hi, Tempsy, I love you. Tempsy. Oh, sorry, that was an accident. Sorry.
I'm new here. Oh, you're not. Hey, King Oops. King Oop.
That was easy.
Oh.
Tempsy! Tempsy, talk to me. Tempsy. No, she is talking to me. This is fun.
It is fun.
Even when things are happening.
What you mean?
Nothing.
Put my headphones back onto that. Okay.
Nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening? Nothing at all?
Nothing to see here.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
Ooh, Tempsy's base. Okay.
What was that? What did he just do? Benjamin. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna leave. I feel like it's getting to that point where need to leave. Just at least leave this area. Why would you splash a healing potion on me? I was fine. Wasn't I?
Who knows?
Maybe I wasn't. Aww. Ben taking care of me. Now Albino doesn't have to adopt me.
Did your arrow bounce off me and hit you? Ah, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it did. Or at least I wasn't on very much.
Did Vanasong get added? Yes. Yes. It did.
I heard
Bonk.
that earlier.
Queen of the Zoo, aka Bee Murderer.
Bee murderer.
Wait, is that on my sign?
Uh-huh.
Excuse me? That's not Ebony. Ebony? I mean, she's right, but still Ebony.
I mean, she's right, but still road.
It's about the principal. I have to go fix this.
All right. Well, you go fix that. I'm gonna go to this screen.
Oh yeah,
Because...
I need to.
Yeah, it is that time. It is that time, guys. It is
Yeah,
the
my wife's-
end of stream.
My wife's already arm deep in making dinner, so this one says Savannah's Mansion, though.
When at the end of stream, I ask you guys to please click that link, this link right here, and follow me on all the socials. I got back just yep, Ninja. You usually do. You usually get back at the end of stream, if not after I've already rated. I know, King Obvious, I know, but I've been going for 4 hours, and I gotta spend time with my fiance. She's getting off work here in a minute, and we're gonna go get dinner. We'll continue digging this out because we still have 1,500 more blocks to go. So Monday, every other Monday until we get this finished. Every other Monday, I'm gonna be on here, digging this out, and whoever wants to hop on and help, Then there's Ben, or should I say, it's a tree.
I'll start calling him Groot.
It's Groot. It's a giant Shadow Minx. It's a giant tunnel to a Wither Skeleton farm that I'm going to be building. It's a double or triple 9x9 square. So it's going to be big. It's going to be massive, and everybody's going to get all the Wither Skeletons. Because I'm going to make it...
Especially considering some of us have looting 100.
Yeah, I'm going to ask that you not use that sword there.
Okay.
Because... No.
Because... No.
Because that will
Alright,
break
that's
the
fine.
sorting systems.
But it's ahead every time, man.
Yeah, but you get ahead every 2 seconds anyways with that farm. Even with regular looting 3, it's like 300 an hour. So it's like three heads a minute.
So you're making me even more obsolete. Okay, got it. Fine.
Alrighty, guys.
Sit in the corner.
I'm going to find someone to raid.
Catwell's still
Carrot?
on.
Casual Carrot, maybe? We haven't raided him in a while.
Tonus is on.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's up to you.
Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and raid Casual Carrot. We don't get to raid Casual Carrot all that often, and I like Casual Carrot. I'll hang out in his. Oh, and I have bits. Oh. All right, we're gonna raid Casual Carrot. Don't worry about it. You'll see. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna be out, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Peace, love, and Pepsi, everybody.
I assume we're doing